Corey E. Kryptor, take note that the Unovavian time zone is 30 minutes behind KBT, 4 hours 30 minutes ahead of Zulu time, until the end of the year. This is its 1530 Unovavian time as it's straight at 1500 hours KBT and 0600 hours RDK, 1000 hours UTC.
Yes, the new year on the old Unovavian system to occur at 0030 KBT. However, the eSports match, round 2 in the Elitozat tournament, Blood Red Gaming vs Hex Gaming just 30 minutes prior, at midnight, do not sound the fireworks nor activate the ball drop, rather instead blast New Year music from the loudspeakers, and the siren, use the different New Year music, dubstep Eurobeat rather than the usual, they to compete in Counter Blitz Striker, 24-minute rounds, 6-minute breaks, start at exact moment of round 2.
Okay, this is I am going to select disc 2 from disc 5 on the multi-disc AM/FM CD Bluetooth player with USB port.
Remember, the winner of this esports match to compete with the winner of another match at 5 AM KBT, Fuel Blitz Gaming vs Rexer Defiant, to compete in the quarterfinals on 20th Chestnut at 5 in the morning KBT. I must give authorization from KanBorDee Kuiper for the use of the Reveille as a wake-up call at 5 AM on 20th Chestnut.
Make sure it's over the PA system into a specific room, and not over the outdoor loudspeakers.
Kuiper, what are you doing on the computer?
Checking into the details of the esports match, Blood Red Gaming vs Hex Gaming. Match start just about now as it's midnight, what with the New Year music. New Year on the old Unovavian system is in for the next 30 minutes at 030 KBT, unless the fellas at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee unit play the wrong music as it's the New Year music and thus gaming music must be played instead.
Yes, as it's 23:30 in the Unovavian region right now.
What with the New Year music? New Year on the old Unovavian system isn't until the next half hour at 12:30 at night Kanbor time.
Yes, they must play gaming music instead and play New Year music at 12:30.
Wait a minute, the music has since stopped.
About time, the music has since silenced outside. Maybe they set the timer wrong and just noticed it, thus they stopped the music.
That is the wrong CD, you idiot. That is disc number 5. Play disc number 2 instead. But same track, also you set it off at midnight. You are supposed to play at 0030 KBT in the next half hour. Remember, Unovavian region is on UTC plus 4 hours 30 minutes, not UTC plus 5 hours.
Alright, switching to CD number 2, and setting timer for 0030 KBT. Same track, track number 7.
It is 14:45. Mickey Daniels, you better put away your smartphone and get ready to prepare to compete with the teammates of EliteCity Shock against number 24 seed Gangs eSports. This while I get ready to report on the match on RDK 3000 TriStar today.
Alright, Danielle, game on.
Dennis, you go observe what Mickey and the gamers do.
Alright Danielle, I will go check onto Mickey and the gamers, as the match to begin in the next choi. This is I am going to be hosting the car meet, same place at usual, drive-in theater, across the street from Elitozat, also across the street from DG Square in which there's an esports match, Team K Gaming's ally EliteCity Shock to compete against Jinx eSports. Match start just seconds away as I dedicate the car meet to the esports gamers. My teammates from Team K Gaming, Stefan Zanders and Ralph Katzenzion among those to spectate as with their ally Blood Red Gaming. First to 4, Counter Blitz Striker, match coverage, tune your radios to 100.7 FM, that is gamer radio, call sign EGMR FM, and crank up the volume. Here we go, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, game on. Oops. Pressed the wrong button on the key fob. That is the panic button. I do apologize on this. It was my fault as I am sorry on this. I was going to play some music from the vehicle stereo.
Richard, looks like EliteCity Shock is pouncing on Jinx eSports hard. Looks like it can be an easy 4-0 win, just as the same or similar procedure as we shut out Hex Gaming in the match 24 hours ago.
Yes, it looks like it'll gonna be a possibility.
Savage Zoy, the esports broadcast on 100.7 FM. I listened to it for several minutes, and EliteCity Shock leading 1-0 and round 2 has just begun. Do you listen to it?
Yes, Victor Raystar. However, I listen to rap and Eurobeat the most. Well, more Eurobeat than rap and more rap than esports, as I am gonna play some Eurobeat, especially this.
Not too loud, Savage Zoy. You'll distract the esports gamers as you did with Blood Red Gaming versus Hex Gaming just yesterday afternoon.
Okay, Corey Zanders. Is that Joshy's new ride?
That must be the same car as with Savage's car but different color.
That's is definitely Joshi S. Kanders' new ride, hence the license plate Yoshi Josh 2009, issuance from EliteCity Elitopian DMV office, year of issuance 2020 Elite Year 1020. 2021 Flex Silvestar, 48-volt mild hybrid.
Yes! The 3RU. You are right on the dot. I traded in my hatch to a new rally-inspired sedan at a Flex Motors dealership in EliteCity Metro just yesterday. However, it also comes with a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission with manual shift mode, all-wheel drive, 2.0-liter twin-turbocharged Boxer 4. I will add the rally-inspired stuff just tonight.
Julian S., your new car really kicks some ass. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Mark Zaniels.
Now who is playing some Eurobeat? I suspect it may be either from Joshi or Savage's car.
It's from my car. This one is my favorite. Time will tell, by Teast Events. This is also one of Victor Raystar's favorites. Do you agree?
Yes, I listened to the song, also numerous other Eurobeat songs. Now what with the horn from Mark Zaniels' car?
Yes! What with the car horn from Mark's car?
Also the engine revving from Corey Zander's car?
Sorry for this, but this is very important and urgent and need to get immediate attention. Mark. Yes Corey, rain alarm, rain alarm. Rain alarm level 1 has been issued for EliteCity Metro. Heavy gusty showers moving from the west, up to 40 mm per hour, 24 kilo nitros per choi rainfall rate expected, wind gust of up to 40 kina nitros per choi, 65 kilometers per hour. Sorry, but we have to suspend the car meet due to adverse weather conditions. Conditions to improve at or before 16:30. We may resume the meet by then. In the meantime, DG Square Esports Gaming Center has waived admission fees due to the rain alert concerning the EliteCity Shock vs Jinx eSports match, so why not take refuge to DG Square fast? Bring your belongs with you, and always look before you lock.
Savage. Look at him, he sure is an awesome fellow.
Yes, and this must be one of the eSports gamers, Richard Kanders from BRG.
Who called my name?
Me, Savage's Hoy.
Game on. How are you doing?
And I am Victor Raystar. Savage and I, also the fellas at the car meet including Joshi S., Mark Zaniels and Corey Sanders had to seek refuge to DG Square due to the rain alert. It has begun to rain in the last minute. Should clear out at 4:30 p.m. and thus car meet is currently suspended due to the weather until that time.
Oh, I see. Hope you came at the right time. This is EliteCity Shock is leading 1-0 against Jinx eSports, quarter way into round 2. Maybe you should hold off on the car meet until the end of the eSports match, as it sure is an exciting action for EliteCity Shock. This is the first match of the quarterfinals.
Just curious, did Team K Gaming advance to the quarterfinals?
Yes, tomorrow at 3 p.m, then later on in the evening match, we at Blood Red Gaming to take on Fuel Blitz Gaming, that is straight at 8.
This in which I have to postpone the car meet as I'm hosting tomorrow's meet from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. as it'll be an evening car meet. So the car meet I am going to be hosting tomorrow at 3 p.m, it gets postponed to tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. as we have to spectate what Joshi S does since he's part of Team K Gaming.
It's a good thing that I made a swift U-turn at a roundabout once I heard the roll call alarm as I passed by the RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Divisional Bureau and Gonbor Splix Kip Satellite HQ early into the initial seconds 23:59 kbt. Thus the establishment was not far. Thus I had to floor it, but was in EV mode. However, for some reason after several seconds, engine kicked in as system went into hybrid auto mode. Now, I am awaiting Rexdax Kryptor to arrive as I was the first to arrive. I do have the key card to enter the facility, same as he, but gonna wait for him, as he texted me he is on his way, arrival at 004 kbt, 1504 RDK.
Savage. Just look at how Team K Gaming performs. Even Josh S., Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders encounter Blitz Striker. This sure can be a significant win for Team K Gaming in Map 1, and hopefully subsequent maps, and can sweep all 4 rounds as with EliteCity Shock just the past day, and Blood Red Gaming in the past 48 hours.
Yes, Victor. Team K Gaming sure can roar like a lion and pounce on the opponent hard. They can swiftly defeat lower-ranking teams like number 22 seed Rex Esports, as gamers for Rex Esports are struggling to gain momentum, as it's unstoppable for Team K Gaming.
Yes, however, based on this outcome scenario, I may consider moving the start time of the car meet from 8 p.m. to like 7 p.m. or 6 in the evening.
You should note the KanBor clock that was placed next to the calendar in the television. I have since moved it to another wall. This as I do not want the clock to get damaged, as KanBorMons was celebrating so wild on the Blood Red Gaming win in the second round of the playoffs. He knocked the clock off the wall, as I noted it quickly enough as I ran to catch it as the batteries was ejected and had to immediately put the batteries back in.
Good move, Splix Can. Anyhow, the esports match is about to start.
This as the time has come. It's showdown.
Here we go in
3, 2, 1. Game on.
KBT, game on.
Let's get into the game. What with the alarm? Did you forgot to disarm the Kandor security system?
Whoops. Forgot to disarm the KanBor security system, as I already told Kanbordee Kuiper that we'll be spectating the Blood Red Gaming vs Fuel Blitz Gaming esports match. He should be aware of the alarm and believing to be contacting security on this.
Yes. This is I'm going to silence the alarm remotely then disarm it.
Good idea. KanBorMons.
The alarm was just silenced. Was there an intruder?
There was no intruder, it's a false alarm. It's just the holo or light effect from another room where the Can6 is at right now set off the motion sensor in the hallway. KanBor security and the police was notified of the false alarm. This as the Can6 was watching the esports broadcast on the TV, Blood Red Gaming taking on Fuel Blitz Gaming. This as KanBorMons turned on the effects at the start of the esports match at the same time the security alarm goes off.
Wait a minute. This in the quarterfinals of the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Chespin Siege Can Year 15 in Elitopia in the heart of downtown EliteCity, at Digi Square.
You are correct, Benz. This as the winner of the match gets to compete with Team K Gaming in the semifinals while EliteCity Shock takes on CloudJinx on 21st Chestnut. ELS vs CJ match at midnight KBT, while the winner of this match versus TKG in the next 24 hours.
No wonder Kanbordee City gets rooting for Blood Red Gaming, especially its captain Richard Kanders, who was a Kanbordean native who emigrated to Elitopia just after New Year's early in Mudkaip of this year. Can Year 15 or January 2020, Alpha Elite Year 1020 on the Elitopian calendar. This especially the Can6.
Also to note, third place match to take place on 22nd Chestnut Can Year 15 and the Grand Finals, 23rd Chestnut, both matches start at 0500 hours KanBor time. We better adjust our timing and head to bed at an earlier time just to spectate the other half of the semis, and the Grand Finals or third place matches. I believe Fuel Blitz Gaming is no match for Blood Red Gaming, while it can be a heated match for Team K Gaming and Blood Red Gaming if BRG advance to the semis and depending on the outcome, can advance to the Grand Finals or compete in third place match.
On the agenda for today, just seconds away will be the viewing party for EliteCity Shock vs CloudJinx eSports in the Elitopian tournament in Elite City Metro, Elitopia. This has Blood Red Gaming to take on Team K Gaming at the evening match at 7 p.m. Xenopolian City.
But the real excitement just 1 hour earlier in the Xenopolian eSports Summer Tournament Championship Finals, Code Blitz to take on the almighty Xenopolian City Shock. This to occur straight at 6 Xenopolian City time in just 4 hours. Anyhow, let's get this started with EliteCity Shock to take on CloudJinx in the viewing party here at Xenopolian City Esports Gaming Center. Here we go, match is about to start. Countdown in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on. Now this is Counter Blitz Striker. This is not Battle Blitz Wards. To repeat, this is Counter Blitz Striker. This is not Battle Blitz Wards. 24-minute rounds, 6-minute break in transition to next round. First to 4 as always. Now whoa. EliteCity Shock bringing some momentum in the initial seconds. This is CloudJinx finding other means to. Whoa. Headshot by Mickey Daniels.
This as it'll be an exciting thing to watch for CloudJinx and EliteCity Shock. Nice move by CloudJinx and make it a double, triple play, quadruple play in response by the Shock.
I am Rex Zenostar from Zeno Gaming Esports. For those on Zeno Gaming Esports, the gameplay coverage of Xenopolian City Shock vs Code Blitz in the Xenopolian Esports Video Game Summer Tournament 2020 Finals is next, and for you Elitopian viewers on Game TV, coverage of the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020 Semifinals coverage live from DG Square Team K Gaming vs Blood Red Gaming is next. Xenopolian gameplay coverage on Multiview or SAP. Have a nice evening gamers, from Xenopolian Gaming Esports Gaming Center. Game on.
This is Kate Zenostar over at Xeno Media HQ, for viewers on Xeno News 24, Xeno 1 and Xeno 2, Xeno News at 6 is coming up next. Have a nice evening from Xenopolian City.
This is Zeno News at 6. I am Alex Riong over at Studio X4, Zeno News Center at Zeno Media HQ in Xenopolian City. Xenopolian headlines at 6 o'clock. Game on. Xenopolian City Shock taking on Code Blitz in the Xenopolian Esports Summer Tournament 2020 Finals. First to 4, Battle Blitz Wards. Coverage on now at Zeno Gaming Esports. Elitopian Esports Tournament Semi-Finals. EliteCity Shock shut out CloudJinx Esports in the afternoon match and advanced to the Grand Finals on the 22nd. This is CloudJinx face-off with opponent in third place match tomorrow. Team K Gaming to compete against Blood Red Gaming in an hour. Winner of the match to compete with EliteCity Shock. Loser of match takes on CloudJinx. We go live to DG Square in the Xenopolian City Esports Gaming Center. The Xenopolian Parliament has narrowly approved a motion to join the Colotsinian Union despite veto threat by the Xenopolian Prime Minister, as he is expected to veto it tomorrow. Elitopian and Korhotopian parliaments rejected similar motions in votes late this week. We begin with esports and gaming powered by our affiliate Xeno Gaming Esports. This as I remain in a formal suit and Studio X4 remains the way it is as we have strict protocols here at Xeno Media while Catherine Zaniels from our affiliate ELN24 based in Elite City. Elitopia dress in some gamer outfit and the news set change to some gamer theme. We do not under any circumstances do this practice here on Xeno News 24. This is Xenopolis City Shock takes on Code Blitz, as it's a 1-4 Battle Blitz Warts, in the Xenopolis City Esports Video Game Summer Tournament 2020 Championship Finals taking place right now. This is we are in map number 1, mode being Escort, and this is Nigar's map. We go live to the Xenopolis City Esports Gaming Center in which we find Xeno Gaming Esports correspondent Rex Xenostar since his sister Danielle Xenostar and her friend Richard Daniels doing the commentating. Rex, what it is like in the first few moments? Yes, it sure is a decent and now, a heated esports match as it's a contested one to start. The mode is to stop the payload. Now this is the Xenopolian gaming live streamers based from here at Xenopolis City. Steve Ricksaw and his friend Andrew gets onto their commentating as always as we interviewed them in the last hour during the pre-match show. Steve has said, well, this is sure going to be a record smasher in terms of views, likes and favorites. Also subs as it's now the most popular gaming channel here in Xenopolia alone, second most popular in Elitopia and third most popular in KanBorDee and Republic and among the top 5 in Korhatopia and Webchester. Mickey? Yes, Dennis? What are you streaming? The Xenopolian Esports Tournament Finals, our international ally Xenopolis City Shock taking on its opponent Code Blitz, 1-4, Battle Blitz Warts. It's a contested one in map 1, Igars, mode is Escort. Oh, I do have it set on my DVR.
I knew it. The Xenopolian Video Game Tournament Finals. My sister Brittany's Hoy is in Xenopolis City right now. She is to perform the halftime show. This as I recently messaged her. This while her friend, singer KK Xanders to perform the halftime show here at DG Square.
Yes, this is my younger siblings are at DG Square, who are hardcore gamers. One of the gamers is no longer grounded, and he has done his community service in full, and his ban from DG Square has since expired. His gaming and social accounts has since been reactivated after a 1.5-week account suspension. As a reward, he is to spectate the semi-finals, also the grand finals in 2 days, plus the third place match tomorrow. This as he has helped with me worked on an important project that is automotive related that is complete just ahead of schedule just earlier today.
This as I know that's your motorcycle now as you had since revived the motorcycle from the year 2000, Elite Year 1000 from your uncle.
Yes, a 20-year-old bike that has been restored with decent upgrades.
Oh my god. I, Mickey Daniels have passion on motorcycles as with gaming and esports. How fast can it go in 0 to 60 kch?
200 kina nitros per choi, 335 kilometers per hour, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 0 to 60 kina nitros per choi in 3.2 seconds. Mild hybrid gas electric convert, 6-speed dual clutch, originally 6-speed manual.
That is sure some kick-ass ride.
Now this is it. Team K Gaming vs Blood Red Gaming. Winner of this to take on Elite City Shock, in which we hope Blood Red Gaming to take it. Anyhow, the loser of the match to compete with CloudJinx in third place match, in which BRG must avoid at all costs.
Now I do feel silly dressed in this.
Me too. Now where is Ben's KanBorZit?
He has since went to the bathroom. He is combing his hair. He was last seen in the kitchen getting some food to munch for the esports match. And Splix can. Where did you put the KanBor clock? Last seen it was near the TV and the KanBor calendar.
I moved it to the adjacent wall to the left. Just earlier in the week, KanBorMons Tomp was celebrating Blood Red Gaming win in round 2. He celebrated so hard, he inadvertently knocked the clock off the wall. This as I catched it, but the batteries were ejected as I picked up the batteries and placed it back in. For some reason it auto resets itself and then automatically syncs to the current time.
That was some quick thinking action, and a decent save, otherwise the clock would have gone damaged. Hope he didn't rip the calendar too.
He didn't. However, match start in 1 minute.
Now Rexax Kryptor, Corey E Kryptor. Now this is very important. You go monitor the eSports match Team K Gaming vs Blood Red Gaming through available feeds. RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service Main and KanBorDee feeds, ELN 24 Main and International KanBorDee, Game TV, and KanBorNet 3, then if Blood Red Gaming wins, pay just immediately and we will discuss the next steps.
There is a Xenopolian eSports tournament that is ongoing right now. Xenopolian City stock, status culprits, do not follow that. Repeat, do not follow that.
Alright Ryan M. Kryptor and Milos Z. Kryptor, we will do that. Let's go.
Yes, as the esports match to begin just a KanBorDee EIN minute away.
We must do the same.
Good idea Ryan M. Kryptor.
Although Josh S., Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders was unable to show up for the car meet, as they were practicing hard for the esports match, but we have some good news. We have some newcomers who show up for the car meet, even the fellows as far away from Rexer, Elitopia's second most largest city. One of the fellows brought in a motorcycle.
The motorcycle is red hot, it sure is awesome, and the star of the car meet. However, compared to a fellow in which his car was so riced, with oversized spoiler, wheels tilted at 40 degrees angle, oversized exhaust, stickers overload, rally lights overload, and some unwanted crap. Even a big fat ass diffuser, even a nitrous, beefy turbos and supercharger, even a beefy intercooler on a small 1.8 liter engine, and exhaust like OMG. We had to call in a tow truck to tow the vehicle away and ask the Raystar to leave. The vehicle has since been impounded at a lot in southern end of EliteCity.
Yes, even look at his rant in response. That was bizarre. However, he grabbed a firearm and shoot at us. However, only one fellow got hit. We even had to contact police and he has since been arrested. Even he shot at the projector, causing severe damage and set the place on fire with a Molotov cocktail as he threw it at us, but went off target and landed at a residential property owned by soccer star Ishan Redire. It landed at a shed, causing a shed fire. He had to contact the cops plus the EliteCity Fire Department to put the fire out. As a result, movie premieres for this week and next week gets cancelled. New projector is badly needed. One fellow who was shot was transported to the hospital via ambulance, however he has since died from the wounds. The fellow who done the drama gonna get charged with first-degree murder and arson. He can spend life in jail or face death penalty if convicted.
Yes, also I heard from DG Square staff. He is also banned for life at DG Square, and his VIP pass has been revoked. Is he not welcome at the Elitozat too?
Telephone Jarrod Raystar. He is also not welcome at the Elitozat. He has since been barred there too for life.
I am Robert James, this is Mel K and Mark JP and welcome back to Virtual World and Gaming tonight on CHQ, SRJ and Star. Anyhow, we have 24 minutes left to the eSports match start for third place match for the championships, Team K Gaming and CloudJinx. This as the teams were shut out by EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming in the semi-finals tournament of the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020 Elite Year 1020 yesterday as the Shock and BRG take on the Grand Finals tomorrow.
As Team K Gaming can sure take it for third place as per analyst predictions, however it is too close or early to call for the Grand Finals tomorrow due to metrics being contested or insufficient data to make the call.
This in the last match in the regular season, Blood Red Gaming and EliteCity Shock, it was the fiercest one yet, even numerous contested moves and actions that sure amaze the spectators in the audience.
Yes! As it is expected to be among the fiercest yet in the Grand Finals.
Now we are alarmed that there's also another event being held at DG Square just prior to the esports match, but this is a non-esports / non-gaming event, as we learned this over a New Year event, this on the French Republican year 229, this as we are checking into the details. Based on timing, to occur at 7:50 p.m. and 39 seconds EliteCity time, just 9 minutes 21 seconds prior to match start. This in the next 13 minutes. The calendar system as I check, based on a 12-month of 30 days with 5 or 6 left over at the end, with New Year on first day of fall, with it being used for a dozen years in 1793 to 1805, Elite years 0793 to 0805 during the French Revolution, and again for 2.5 weeks sometime in 1871 or EY 0871 in France. We just told we need to hand off to ELN24. Maybe the fellow can explain the details of the calendar and subject to our viewers. Stay with BWG2N. Welcome back to ELN24 tonight. I am Ringo Silvestar from DG Square. I will be joined with Raymond Blake in moments for the pre-match countdown for Team K Gaming vs CloudJinx for a third place match. However, we have 10 minutes left to the other event taking place now, this before the esports match to begin, like over 9.5 minutes prior, in which it's the new year of the French Republican year of year 229. This on the French calendar for those who say what on what. I will explain that in a minute. However, why is this held at DG Square by the Lion and Lioness of the Elitozat and not at the Elitozat? This because due to decorating work for event tomorrow, as decorating began at 6 p.m. EliteCity this evening, 5 hours behind schedule at the ballroom section of the Elitozat, reason for delay. Zen Street was closed due to an esports pre-match party that was held starting as early as 2 p.m. in the afternoon, close to 6 hours ago, as that prevented the crew to head to the Elitozat for decorating work and thus was forced to wait until the road reopens, as the event was moved as per special arrangement, as it was both very important and urgent, like an emergency measure, as the Lion and the Lioness arrived just earlier this hour, as the Jinx time Excite 1 was moved via dolly pushed by the Lion and Lioness of the Elitozat, Jarrod Raystar, and Renee Sanders. Now concerning the French Republican calendar. It was a calendar created and implemented during the French Revolution, and used by the French government for about 12 years from late 1793 to 1805, and for 18 days by the Paris Commune in 1871. The revolutionary system was designed in part to remove all religious and royalist influences from the calendar, and was part of a larger attempt at decimalization in France, which also included decimal time of day, decimalization of currency, and metrication. It consists of 12 months of 30 days with 5 days left over, 6 in leap years, with 10 days that is named decades, also known as metric week, just as a cycle, with days named primidi, first day, duodee, second day, tridee, third day, quartidie, fourth day, quintidie, fifth day, sextidie, sixth day, septidie, seventh day, octidie, eighth day, nonidie, ninth day, and decadie, 10th day. Decades were abandoned at the changeover from Germinal, 7th month to Florial, 8th month, year 10, 20 to April 21st, 1802. Month names being Autumn. Vendémiaire, from French vendange, derived from Latin vendemmia, vintage, starting September 22nd, 23rd, or 24th. Brumaire, from French brume, mist, starting October 22nd, 23rd, or 24th. Frimaire, from French frimas, frost, starting November 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. Winter. Nivose, from Latin nivosus, snowy, starting December 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. Pluviose, from French pluvieuse, derived from Latin pluvius, rainy, starting January 20th, 21st, or 22nd. Ventose, from French venteux, derived from Latin ventosus, windy, starting February 19th, 20th, or 21st. Spring. Germinal, from French germination, starting March 20th, or 21st. Floreal, from French fleur, derived from Latin flos, flower, starting April 20th, or 21st. Prairial, from French prairie, meadow, starting May 20th, or 21st. Summer. Messider, from Latin messes, harvest, starting June 19th, or 20th. Thermider, or fervider asterisk, from Greek thermin, summer heat, starting July 19th, or 20th. A note on that month. On many printed calendars of year 2, 1793 to 1794, EY 0793 to 0794, the month of Thermider was named Fervidor, from Latin fervidus, burning hot. Fructidor, from Latin fructus, fruit, starting August 18th or 19th. With the 5 or 6 extra days at the end, also known as complementary days, as this were national holidays at the end of every year. These were originally known as les sansculotides, after sansculottes, but after year 3, 1795, elite year 0795, as les jours complémentaires. First complementary day, La Fête de la Vertu, celebration of virtue, on September 17th or 18th. Second complementary day, La Fête du Génie, celebration of talent, on September 18th or 19th. Third complementary day, La Fête du Travail, celebration of labor, on September 19th or 20th. Fourth complementary day, La Fête de l'Opinion, celebration of convictions, on September 20th or 21st. Fifth complementary day, La Fête de Récompenses, celebration of honors, awards, on September 21st or 22nd. Sixth complementary day, La Fête de la Révolution, celebration of the Revolution, on September 22nd or 23rd, on leap years only. Along with the calendar system, in which also was derived from the Egyptian and Coptic calendars, they also had some decimal time, as in the system there's 10 hours in a day divided into 100 minutes in an hour, and each minute in its system is 100 seconds, with units length of 2 hours 24 minutes. 1 minute 26.4 seconds, and 0.864 seconds, that is 10 choys, 1 dino choy and 1 kino choy in elite metric time units, and 240 decinutes, 2.4 decinutes, and 2.4 decions in tracks time units, with 10 metric minutes equal to 1 choy or 14 minutes 24 seconds in conventional time. With the time reference being Temps Moyen de Paris, also known as Paris Solar Time, is 9 minutes 21 seconds ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, or Universal Time, also known as UTC, Correlated Universal Time or Zulu Time, for KanBor Split-Skip followers. That is also known as Universal Standards Time, UST. This in which it is nearing 996 TMP, 2354 in conventional time, as we have 10 decinutes or 4 dino choys left to the event, 6 minutes. We want to bring in Raymond Blake from ELN24 Game TV, in which he'll do the pre-match coverage of TKG and CJ in several moments. But first, Raymond, have this got any attention by eSports gamers? Yes, most especially Team K Gaming, as Corey Zanders and Mark Zaniels are fascinated on this. However, Josh has also the starter 6 needs to check the information on his phone on the subject, as he checked Wikipedia on the subject. CloudJinx, in which is TKG's opponent, was like what, as they were confused at first, thus was forced to check information online. As with those spectating, EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming, JXEG and a couple other esports. This is Dennis D. Kryptor over at Studio X8 Alpha doing the continuity, joining in with the countdown. We want to apologize for the sudden cut to break filler with countdown music showing the time check sports match, and this is there was a tarantula owned by Deputy Sports Master, and TKG and CJ will celebrate for not even a minute on the buttons in a production crew member, as they know the match Control Alpha straighted off the buttons but mistakenly pressed it. He has since apologized on the matter, as it was an erroneous mistake. It for the Grand Finals, the tarantula has been caught by the owner and is moved back to his aquarium at the office. However, the production crew cannot abort, revert, or undo the operation of the lion and Due to this, BWG2N will not be seen for the remainder of this hour. Jarrod Raystar on RDK 3000 TriStar television service coming live tonight at 2100 hours. RDK and RDK 3000 TriStar today on the third hour of the show. We are terribly sorry on this, and the incident shall never happen again. This is part of the group. This is the System Kryptor over at LUNAR
embrace the new year on the French Republican calendar. However, Ringo Silverstar has explained the details of the calendar as with the French decimal time based on 10 by 100 by 100 system. Let me summarize in brief. It was used in France in 1793 to 1805, leap year 793 to 805, and for 18 days by the Paris Commune in 1871 for leap year 871. This was derived from the Egyptian calendar, then later known as Coptic calendar. 12 months or 30 days with 5 or 6 days left over. New Year on the system is the third equinox as that is tomorrow. Also this also marks halfway toward the year on the Persian and Zodiac calendars as New Year on those systems occur at the grand equinox. Base time of the system is Tempus Spatium de Paris, also known as Paris Solar Time, which is 9 minutes 21 seconds ahead of UTC, in which its civil time is 1 hour ahead of UTC in the country where it's located. Observe daylight saving time at this present. This is which is approaching a dozen minutes to 2 o'clock there. The event and subject being held locally is not celebrated outside but indoors. However, the event is not taking place at the Elitozat but over at Digi Square, just less than 10 minutes to win Impending and CloudJinx eSports match in the third place match. However, we cover the new year and not eSports, as we have our StarNews correspondent Richard Jones. Richard, why the sudden news?
Well, this has been a celebrating that simulated all section of the Elitozat, however, is delayed for several hours due to some weather event. There was a pre-match party just outside the G Square in Bonne Street for teams taking in the CloudJinx result. Your television service has partners with Bytes and Elitozat after 6% of each season is taking the watching resort. The event in response to the G Square as per special reasons, however, timing is just before the eSports match starts. This sure surprises the eSports gamers, also the fellows who are spectating the match. Anyhow, the celebration is for the second held launch date being EliteCity, which is the new elite year for TIC between Tempus Spatium and Pandecimal System Sekants or Cycle 2011, as it's the space age team that has policy launch of October 4th, 1957. The fact that you have UTC, however, in 1990 and 5 days of February days, not big recognition or celebration of honors slash awards, meaning day of awards, year 220 days, the Lions first attempts in the air, meaning vintage money, pressure work advantage, two decides on quality and meaning vintage, year 229, this coming up in next fortune, trophy 1519 which sometimes systems starting Jarrod Raystar outstanding live running that is all as we hand off back to Sekants also starts to studios.
That was Richard Blake, StarNews correspondent, over at Digi Square. Now as he said, we are down to the final minute. This is the new year on the French Republican calendar to occur at 7:50 PM EliteCity and 39 seconds, that is 23:50 and 39 seconds UTC, as there are quite a few French-speaking fellows residing in EliteCity Metro as it's a special evening for them. From here at Star 2000 and here at StarNews, we wish the fellows to celebrating a splendid new year as it's nearing midnight GMT. Let this hour turn a triple-minute period. Counting down in the French room. 10, 9,
This is Shooting Tricky, Deputy Block Master at RDK 3000 TriStar Time speaking radio service please. Elitopia 23 5 tracks time 1951 RDK 751 PM For listeners over at this station on RDK 3000 TriStar radio service and viewers over at RDK 3000 TriStar television service. On behalf of everyone at RDK 3000 TriStar, wishes the fellows a splendid new French Republican year of year 229 of the Republican era. Yes! Also to tone, 99 metric tone, and without following the tarantula using no spirits as I caught the tarantula escalate into my hands as the producer over his master studio album lifted off the button into my hands as I was wearing special gloves.
Yes, even though I had to use the translator
2386 tracks time. This is my friend and colleague Rock Master Rick J. Kryptor temporarily took over the RDK Times Happy radio service until I returned. Things are now under control. To repeat, things are now under control. Have a splendid
City tonight. This in which we will hand out to the fellows at Virtual World and Gaming. Hold on. We just told that the WG2N Robert James from Start 2000, Nelson Taxation from CHQ Enterprises, Mark J. Phelps and Tracy Phelps from SRJ64 have since left their studios, but this is not as the protests got interrupted.
This is Danielle coverage on StarNews Special Edition. We have got takeover from BWG2 and coverage on concerning the MRTV CHQ's recent match and just SRJ on the way to Mark J. Phelps and Tracy Phelps and Star 2000 Robert James. They have gotten engaged in the last few moments with the crew of the sports match GT Gaming and CloudJinx eSports SRJ match started at the top of the hour to sell games RDK 3000 ELSN, Race TV, EWC, and Golf TV in part of the night broadcast media for tomorrow's show. The hosts have since went to DG Square. Due to this, the production crew for Virtual World and Gaming tonight has announced their ending the show for the night prematurely, and the third hour of BWG2 will not be seen for tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. 21 hours tonight, EliteCity RDK time, right after RDK 3000 TriStar today. This in RDK TSRT will be simulcast over at CHQ, SRJ64, and Star 2000 television services, along with its airing here on RDK 3000 TriStar television service that is coming up next for a 2-hour special edition. BWG2 may be back for tomorrow's show. I'm Danielle Kryptor over at Studio X8 Alpha, signing off, and we look forward to tuning in for RDK 3000 TriStar today at the top of the hour with co-host Dennis Kryptor.
Dennis Kryptor once again. Bear in mind that Mike Kryptor and Christina Kryptor are on assignment and will not be until the first hour of the show, but they will be here for the second hour of the show at 2100 hours RDK. This is Team K Gaming and CloudJinx eSports to compete in the third place match at the top of the hour. This in the ELG Game Jam eSports Mania Summer Siege 2020 Elite Year 1020 Tournament Championships Playoffs. And without further ado, we hand off to Raymond Blake. I am a Ringo Silvestar, signing off. Thank you Ringo Silvestar, game off. Anyhow, as he said, we are down to 6 minutes to match start as Team K Gaming and CloudJinx eSports to take on an eSports match for third place for the tournament finals. This is they'll compete on a video game counter blitz striker in a 1-to-4 match start to occur 8 p.m. EliteCity tonight, in 5 minutes 20 seconds time. This is the winner of this match will earn a decent 350,000 LUs, also a bronze trophy. This compared to the runner-up to earn 750,000 LUs and silver trophy, and the winner of the championship will earn the title, 2 million LUs and a special unique diamond golden trophy along with the victory parade to be held this coming Friday, September 25th, 2020 at 2 o'clock p.m. EliteCity, when the Shock and VRG compete in Grand Finals tomorrow, weather permitting, with rain date on Saturday 26th, and secondary rain date Sunday 27th. Based on weather forecast from EWC, gonna be a cool but decent Friday, sunny and cool, high only 10 degrees Celsius, 100 tempos, light wind. It's time to give a profile check of Team K Gaming and CloudJinx, but this to be brief. Starting with Team K Gaming, they were on the roll in the playoffs until the semifinals, in which was shut out by Blood Red Gaming, in which landed them in the third place match. This is the one to watch. Julian S. Kanders, who is among the starter 6, has performed very well, as with Mark Zaniels, Corey Zanders, Ralph Katzenzion, Brian Smith, and Captain Stefan Zanders, among the starter 6. They are like the lion, as they can pounce on the opponent quickly and effectively. Based on records, can shut out CloudJinx very effectively. Toward CloudJinx, they also made advancement in the playoffs. However, this with the twist, they do their own operatives as it's unique to them, and which come as a surprise to Team K Gaming and others. However, in the last match, Team K Gaming shut out CloudJinx hard. And it appears that CloudJinx can be shut out by TKG once again, to prevent placing CloudJinx to be placed third, in which CJ needs to deserve to be in the top 3. Any loss to CloudJinx would be disastrous to the esports team, in which can result in possible disbandment or merger with another esports team, maybe one of its allies. Those who will be spectating, EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming. The other esports gamers from other esports teams, including JXEG, XA, DG Elite, Rexer Defiant and Dynamite City Ultra, are not at DG Square. They are getting ready for their pre-match activities, including dances and parties tomorrow for the Grand Finals, as EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming take on the Championship Finals 8 p.m. EliteCity tomorrow. We have 3 minutes to match. Now we just heard the countdown music once again, with 3 minutes toward match start, and Jarrod Raystar verbally the countdown. Ringo Silverstar, come quick. Yes, bring it. What is this now used for? This is for such promotion to the event to be held tomorrow evening at the Elitozat. What is the event and when? 8 p.m. tomorrow. I cannot tell you that right now. Jarrod Raystar will announce it at match start, in which serves as a 24-hour countdown to the event. Okay. Anyways, this image, of course, to be held at the Elitozat next door, as it's confirmed to be a space age theme with the signs on the front of the Elitozat, along with the digital decimal clock that just placed up. Thus, the sign for the KanBorUniversal station and the KanBorUniversal Exchange Machine has been moved to the other side of the doors leading to the entrance to the Elitozat, as the KBP station is at DG Square and can be accessed via stairs, along with the KanBorUniversal near the front entrance of DG Square. The numbers on the clock confirmed to be running with numbers 022,998 and some seconds, or keynote choice with 10th of the second, or keynote choice. Possibly the time card based on elite metric time, date card based on elite metric date, 10 day, or modified Julian day. This is a first to 4 encounter blitz striker with 24-minute rounds, 6-minute breaks, 30 minutes total in between rounds. This is a competition esports match part of the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020 Elite Year 1020, as we have approximate 90 seconds, 2.5 minutes, or approaching 1 Dino Choi left to match start. 1 Dino Choi left to the event. By the way, this coverage is sponsored by K-Zycon Amp Game Fuel, Game Recorder, Flex Autos, Rocktech, K-Tech Gaming, and powers by Game TV Seconds.
It is just about time.
Due to Gina's level,
Smith Raystar would work on timing for the benefit of the other one just went out the way.
7 no choice. 60 seconds KanBorUniversal
Airborne, that's right.
I can't believe 1 minute left. As always, the gameplay coverage is always on Game TV, Gamer Radio, and online with coverage from news and talk perspective on the LN24 and our social network handles at the LN24 and at Game TV. So join the conversation. Let's listen into the hosts and gamers as we count down. You ready? Yes, I am ready to compete in competitive gaming and esports for Team K Gaming.
Can you CloudJinx?
Yes, we at CloudJinx are at winning. Let's move the countdown to Team K Gaming.
Team K Gaming. 20 seconds. Ready to take a
Tempus Spatium, Pandecimal System Sekants, 23,000 Maya's third place match. It's a first Yasek countercycle strike 2K3C takes up 2,300. We celebrate in the Elitozat Tuesday, September 22nd. Already trending to 20 and Shock the Red City compete 20 hours. 0.0 takes home the Diamond Gold 0000 TRX. Runner up takes Silver 750 MLT.
In other news,
free admission.
just 10 minutes
VIP
ago,
pass
line
half
and line
off
is
starting at 4 LEOs 95 LEO cents at the Elitozat.
This event took place at
The
TG
sports
Square
match is
and
underway, but before we go with the match, Jarrod Raystar has just
in
announced this to be
sports
hosted at the
news,
Elitozat in the next
Football
24
season
hours as the display error newsly said 48 hours as Jarrod Raystar has set the countdown to the wrong date but set the remaining slide on the displays to the correct information. This is confirmed to be the new Naya Sekant or Elite metric year on the Tempus Spatium Sekants time Pandecimal System of Naya Sekant 23, Maya Sekant 23,000, Maya Sekant 2,300 as we got told. The base unit, a Sekant, consist of 0.0864 seconds or 0.1 kino choi, 0.24 decian, 0.64 mics. This is we have less than 1 million Sekants, 24 hours, 100 choi's, 2,400 deci newts, 6,400 mayas to the new Naya Sekant or Elite metric year as we call, to of DS2K3C. Epic date being of Sputnik 1 on October 4th, 1957 factored to midnight universal time. It's part of an alternative metric system, the Pandecimal System, in contrast to the Elite measurement and time system, EMTS with its own prefixes and units, Sekants, metras, and graphs, compared to choice, nitros, and drices on the EMTS and second, meter and kilograms on the common metric system. More details will be given out later with Ringo Silvestar. Now on to the match. It appears Team K Gaming is onto the momentum big time.
Gaming takes on for the
While I
championship
cover for
tomorrow
RDK
evening around this
3000
time.
TriStar today as this will
Since
be for on
Kryptor has
ELN24 Game
unexpectedly went
TV
to
and
the
RDK
bathroom to
3000
comb his
TriStar
hair.
television
We are joined
service.
with Raymond Blake
However,
from
we hand off back to
ELN24
Catherine
Game TV over at
Zaniels as per
DG
studio
Square.
discretion.
Raymond, what is the latest in the first few moments of the esports match?
It sure is a surprising start as Team K Gaming is onto the significant lead. Anyhow, this is something came up as a surprise as during the final 3 minutes to match start, Jarrod Raystar, Lion of the Elitozat did a verbal countdown. Also some countdown music started playing as per request as he promoted something that is displaying over the electronic sign he is holding in which is the subject to take place at the same time at the Grand Finals tomorrow evening. However, the timer to the event is 24 hours off as it's technically 24 hours not 48 hours as he set it to the wrong date.
That was Raymond Blake from DG Square, and we want to welcome you to the second hour of ELN24 tonight. I am Catherine Zaniels, bringing to you live and direct from ELN24 Zen Broadcast Media Corp HQ in Elite City. Headlines at 8:03 PM Elite City, in which it's also 023999002 QR seconds on the Tempus Spatium Sekants time, as we have 998 seconds or less than 24 hours or 100 choice to the new second or elite metric year of year second 2300 to take place tomorrow evening 8 PM Elite City over at the Elitozat. This while the announcement was made by Jarrod Raystar moments ago at the start of the Team K Gaming vs CloudJinx eSports match. This in which announcement was made at DG Square. This is Team K Gaming and CloudJinx take on the third place match Encounter Blitz Striker, first to 4 in the tournament championships, with grand finals taking place at the new second, in which EliteCity Shock taking on Blood Red Gaming. This of course after the Lion and Lioness of the Elitozat rung in the French Republican year of year 229 just about a dozen moments or so ago, as there was excitement at DG Square even just before match start. Tarantula has been swiftly caught after it crawled to TV production floor at RDK 3000 TriStar HQ and went to Master Control Alpha. Sean H. Kryptor was credited for his bravery for the tarantula capture. A shark alarm was cancelled in Sharkville. This is a false alarm as it was mistaken for a killer whale and several dolphins. Elitoppian Parliament has overwhelmingly rejected a motion to bid to join the Pandecimal Union. This while Xenopolian Parliament narrowly approves the same motion but was vetoed just today by the Xenopolian Prime Minister, with vote to occur tomorrow to override a veto, and Quarterfinals Parliament rejected 2 motions on it, one being a referendum in which it's up to the voters to decide to join the Xenopolian Union or not, Xenopolian President to make announcement related to it with an executive order early Thursday morning. We will have coverage of the events throughout the week on ELN24 related to the legislations regarding motions to join the Xenopolian Union in the Xenopolian, Quarterfinals and Xenopolian political scope, with our affiliates StarNews 24, CJN News 24 and Dino News Network. We go live to Digi Square with Raymond Blake for Game TV concerning the eSports match Team K Gaming and CloudJinx in moments, but we begin with the other event to take place in the next 24 hours. This concerning the new year second on the Tempus Spatium Sekants time, this to occur at 8 PM EliteCity. And to be held at the Elitozat, with possible events being held outside. We go live with Ringo Silverstar, who has went out of Digi Square in the front of the Elitozat. Ringo, I do hear, decorations has just finished.
Or so ahead of schedule as some yes, it has just finished just now, just 55 minutes or so ahead of schedule as some extra workers were hired to swiftly decorate for the event in the next 24 hours. This is signs informing the subject, also the digital clock at the Elitozat showing the Sekants time. Also kiosks and booklets to be given out concerning detailed information on the subject. The Tempus Spatium Pandecimal Sekants time, anyhow is it's 023.999, 004, 500 Sekants. This is it's the eve of the new Naya Sekant, or as we call as Elite metric year.
Now, Bogey M. Kryptor, Zen S. Kryptor, take note the following. It is 0700 hours here in EliteCity Metro and RDK 3000 TriStar clock time, in which translates to 1600 hours KBT, also known as KanBor time. Month names and weekdays are based on the Pokemon on the Kanbordee and calendar. As Zerozit or Monday is Pikachu and Iota month, or September is Chestnut month. Year numbering is those on the Kanbordee and period. Thus 2020 or Elite Year 1020 is KP15, in which KP1 began in 2006 or Elite Year 1006. You subtract the civil years by 2005 and elite years by 1005 to get the Kanbordee year. Dates on the KanBorUniversal calendar is on your weekly and monthly planner plus your integular Elite landers. Temperature system is KBMI and 1 degrees Celsius is 1.57 KBMI. 1 tempo on the unit of the Elite measurement and time system, EMTS is 0.157 KBMI. Currency is the KanBor coin. 1 Elitopian Elio is about 76 KanBor coins as of today's rate. Ensure you have your international driver's permit, your Elitopian passports and your international KanBor IDs, plus devices. Only contact us via phone in case of an emergency. Ensure you have your KanBorDee travel guide and maps too.
Alright, Milos Z Kryptor, and the weather in KanBorDee City?
Weather advisory in effect. It is raining hard right now and quite windy in KanBorDee City, with an odd thunderstorm as a strong cold front makes its way through. Skies will clear mid-evening, low of 14 degrees Celsius, 140 tempos, 22 KBMI. Ensure you have your raincoats and umbrellas at hand too.
We'll be traveling via Hyperloop, whether at time of destination arrival, ETA 0930 RDK ELC, 1830 KBT?
Weather at destination arrival, heavy rain and wind, temperature 18 degrees Celsius, 180 tempos, 28 KBMI, winds from the northwest, can gust at times up to 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, 36 to 42 kina nitros per choi, so hold on to your umbrellas. Drive with caution, though the RDK van is now all-wheel electric drive with 2 rear electric motors in the rear axle.
Okay, remember to do as told. Our KanBorDee Devils has been notified and they're awaiting your arrival.
Alright Ryan M. Kryptor, have a nice time and we will be back this afternoon RDK time.
Have a nice trip, bye bye.
Have a safe ride.
Vehicle tuned up, fuel, ethanol, check, eco gas, check. Charge, check. Fuel and charge level full, fluids topped off, tires checked. We already had our breakfast in the past hour. RDK van was thoroughly washed last night. Interior cleaned and vacuumed.
RDK 3000 TriStar KanBorDee Unit Division Leader Rex X Kryptor and Division Deputy Leader Corey E. Kryptor will be doing escort. They are getting ready too. KanBor Split Productions HQ has already been notified. RDK 3000 TriStar KanBorDee Unit Division Secondary Deputy Leader Kate S. Kryptor will take charge once Corey E. Kryptor and Rex X Kryptor departs. Let's begin.
Yeah, good thing for decent tires and strong brakes. Sure gets a strong grip especially in this weather.
Why did we stop?
Signal light just turned red. I know the KanBorUniversal road signs and traffic lights as with the Elitopian counterpart. When the signal light turns red from green, we have to stop.
Rex X Kryptor, please be advised that you take it slow due to the weather. Do not accelerate hard and don't go too fast. You lead the escort as I to follow you.
Okay, Corey E. Kryptor, as Kate S. Kryptor has since took over duties. KanBorDee Kuiper, Kanbor Kuiper, and Ben's KanBorUniversal have to do some important and urgent errands, so we will be transporting the Kan 6. Zen S. Kryptor? Yes, KanBorDee Deputy Leader Rex X Kryptor. Take note the key people of the KanBorSplix KanBorDee Kuiper, Ben's KanBorZat, and Kanabern Kuiper had to do some unscheduled errands as that to take a long while, as they are going to let the Kin6 to transport. I will going to be on my motorcycle to lead the escort, as RDK KanBorDee Deputy Leader Corey E. Kryptor to follow me, you follow his car. First stop to be KanBorSplix HQ, next to KanBor Telemedia HQ, second is the KanBor7, third and final stop is Hyperloop Station. The KanBorUniversal Station are constantly in use as it's busy as there's a huge lineup. We are taking the Hyperloop to EliteCity. The RDK KanBorDee Secondary Deputy Leader Kate S. Kryptor will take over my and Corey's duties. Okay, what you need at the convenience store. The Elitopian counterpart is Kia Variety. To get some drink. Fuel tanks are full on my motorbike and Corey E. Kryptor's plug-in hybrid performance sedan. His car's PHEV battery is fully charged. My motorcycle is a mild hybrid though. We are not stopping for fuel. Also we are not stopping to get tires checked as the tires are already checked as it's green light.
This is I am setting the GPS to the desired location.
The weather is so miserable but we do not have raincoats, thus we had to shelter under this multi-purpose enclosure canopy. This is used as a bus stop and other means. It is chilly out but this does have a heater so we can keep warm.
Too bad KanBorDee Kuiper, Kanabern Kuiper and Ben's KanBorZat had to do some errands and will be departing at a later time.
However, the weather in the destination, EliteCity Metro, it sure is a balmy and sunny day.
Yes indeed, it sure is nice out in the destination as we await the special fellows to arrive.
And here they come. Get your KanBorDee passports and IDs at hand, wallets, also your devices and phones. KanBorDee Kuiper is being notified of the departure as I just sent him a text message on my phone.
Egad, yeesh, you do not have your raincoats on. Anyhow, into the van fast. I will introduce myself in a few. Remember to buckle up, click it or ticket, as the second and third row seats has been put up as this is a multi-use van, as it can be used to transport passengers or cargo. You in the van?
Yes, as we are buckled up. We do have our required things.
Rex X Kryptor on the RDK KanBorcycle, Corey E. Kryptor, they are in the RDK van, they have just put on the seat belts.
Rex X Kryptor, how long is the ride?
We has since departed at exactly 1900 hours KBT. It will be a 2 hour 0 minute ride westbound. The ride eastbound was 2 hours 30 minutes as Zen S Kryptor told me, however they arrived 10 minutes earlier than expected. Yes, Rex X Kryptor, hi, Zen S Kryptor just messaged the fellows at EliteCity that we are on the way back. Anyhow, the arrival is at 2100 hours KBT, in which translates to noon EliteCity time and RDK 3000 TriStar clock time. This is I and Bogey will have lunch.
Will it gonna rain in EliteCity Metro?
Nope. It'll going to be a splendid afternoon and a decent evening, lots of sunshine, however elevated UV index, so make sure you apply some sort of sunscreen. Do you have it on you?
The Kan6 does.
Will it gonna be windy? If it's going to be windy, it'll negatively affect my flying.
Winds are going to be light and variable, with the high of 24 degrees Celsius, with evening low of 18 degrees Celsius. The city we are going to head to is EliteCity Metro. This is part of the Federal District of Democratic Republic of Elitopia. This in the Alpha continent. The currency is the Elitopian Elio, and the rate of the Elio is about 76 KanBor coins. 100 Elio cents make up 1 Elio. Alternative sub-unit is the Elio byte, as 256 Elio bytes equal 1 Elio, this for digital purchases only. Traffic drives on the right. Time zone for Elite City Metro is UTC or UST-5 hours. Daylight saving time observed from late March/Swampert to early November/Brian A. Elitopia have 2 other time zones, with 1 hour and 2 hours behind Elite City time. We call it as Reeker and Sharkville time, as those are 2 of a bunch of cities in Elitopia, divided into prefectures and provinces plus the federal district, as Elite City is the capital city and most largest city and Reeker is second most largest city. Not only Elitopia uses the civil calendar and the common metric system as with the rest of the world, as with Xenopolian, the neighboring country to the south with its capital Xenopolis city, Elitopia also is a dual system country as it also uses the EMTS aka Elite Measurement and Time System. Months are named as per those on the Greek alphabet, and 1 choi is 14 minutes 24 seconds, 10 chois equal 2 hours 24 minutes, or 12 KanBorDee hours, 1 deci choi or as we call as dino choi equal 1 minute 26.4 seconds, 1 kino choi, or milli choi equals 0.864 seconds, 1 nitro equals 40 centimeters. 1 vol equals 64 millimeters and 1 drice equals 64 grams. 1 kina nitro per choi equals 1.666 kilometers per hour, 60 kina nitros per choi equal 100 kilometers per hour, about 62 miles per hour in imperial units. Elite metric time uses the choi and is based on universal time, trax time, mil time, and elite zen time is also in use. 1 decinute equal 36 seconds, 1 deciend equal 0.36 second. 10 decinutes equal 6 minutes, 1 choi equal 24 decinutes, 1 hour equal 100 decinutes, 1 maya, unit of mil time is 13.5 seconds with the sub-unit, 1 mic is 0.135 second, 100 mias equal 22 minutes 30 seconds. 12 minutes equal 1 mark, one of the units of elite zen time that is 1 KanBorDee an hour. 6 hours equal 25 choice, 600 decinutes, 30 marks, and 1600 mayas. 24 hours equal 100 choice, 2400 decinutes, 6400 mias, and 120 marks.
So to factor EZT, I add the KanBorDee hours for KKT by 25?
Yes, and divide the KanBorDee in minutes by 3.
I denote it as 1905 KBT in which is 10:05 in Elite City. What is the time in Elite metric time?
Also trax time.
1408 trax time, 58.6 elite metric time. Also the calendar date system, not only they use the civil calendar, they also use the special dating system. One of it is elite metric date in which it is a day count system. There are 2 variants, millennial and elite or base epoch. Millennial epoch count the days since year 2000. Elite or base count the days since start of year 1000 on January 1st. This is the first settlers arrive in the area which is now as Elitopia. We refer as Elite Year 0 as the current year, 2020 or KP15 is Elite Year 1020. There are also 400-day systems called Zen Date with 10 months of 40 days, and Day Count Zen Date based on the epoch over 12,020 years ago. ESC or Elite 12-month calendar is a solar calendar that is arithmetic, so month patterns will differ as with the civil and KanBorDee and counterpart. Also the same arithmetic rule for the 10-month calendar called EDC, Elite Solar Decimal Calendar, also the lunar and lunisolar counterparts. Elite days count the number since January 1st or Mudcup 1st as day 0. Zols count the weeks, with Zol 0 being the first Monday at or after the new year. Current month on ESC is Iota, in which that is in line with September and Chestnut. Cycle grands are based on the EMD Elite. Elite week and Elite week grands are based on the day number of the year, also known as Elite Day. Zol grands are based on the day of the week. Zol grands being 0zat, 1zat, 2zat, 3zat, 4zat, 5zat, and 6zat for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Or PK Reishu, plus, Minum, Pachirasu, Imalga, and Piku on the KanBorDee and weekdays. Cycle grands being 0er, 1er, 2er, 3er, 4er, 5er, 6er, 7er, 8er, 9er. Elite week grands being 0'd, 1'd, 2'd, 3'd, 4'd, 5'd, 6'd, 7'd, 8'd, and 9'd. Zols and elite weeks are also given a name.
So given today's weekday, Rachel is 1zat?
Yes.
And Chestnut KP15 is IOTA Elite Year 1020?
Yes. Querying the date, Elite Year 1020, Elite Day 265, Zol 38, Elite Week 26, Zol Grand 1, Elite Week Grand 5, Cycle Grand 2, named Oscar Charlie 1Z5 Detour. IOTA 22 on the ESC, KATA 10 on the EDC, 4,390,479 Zen date, 932,012 on the Zen date, 7570 Elite Metric date Millennial, 372,812 on the Elite counterpart, Cycle 108, Day 10 by the way 1 cycle equals 70 days, 10 weeks, based on EMD Millennial. For Raichu, Chestnut 22, KP15 or Tuesday, September 22, 2020.
That is a weird vending machine. No wonder it gets placed near the entrance to DG Square. Maybe for convenience to get the K's Icon Amp Game Fuel energy drink along with cola, diet cola, root beer, ginger ale, and other soft drinks. Going to put in 3 Elios 35 Elio cents since I wanted 2 KY's Icon Amp Game Fuels for me and my gamer friend Mickey Daniels for Elite City Shock. Making the selection. Here goes. What? Some banknotes come out rather than the drinks. KanBorDee and banknotes. 200 KanBor coin and a 50 KanBor coin banknote. I have to head to vehicle to drive to the bank to convert back to Elios. So I noticed that it's a KanBorUniversal Exchange Machine. I do note the ones used in the Kan world, as my cousin from Kanbordee City saw quite a bunch of it. This is believed the first one in Elite City, and here in Elitopia, maybe first in Alpha Continent? Richard, have you got any drinks from the vending machine? Mickey, this is not a vending machine. It spits out money in another currency. It is a currency exchange machine. Does it dispense Xenopolian Zarkos, Dinatopian Darkos, Kaisar Franks, and Kolodsinian Xenakos? Yes, as the exchange rates are on the screen. There is another one but a different type, owned by Elito Bank just next to the Elite City Stock Exchange and the Elitodak market site in the financial district of Elite City, and the same one owned by Elito Bank just next to the ATM at the bank. Also inside DG Square, in which I convert it back to Elios, as I cannot convert it back to Elios with the KBUEM. That's the reason why the Elito Bank currency exchange machine is nearby should you make a mistake and need to convert back to Elios. It also dispenses KanBor coins as 1 Elio equal about 76 KBC. Richard, now I wonder what's the signage to the right? Mickey, that entrance to the right is the entrance to the KanBorUniversal station. This for transport to another KBE modes or insta transport to the Kan world. No wonder why it recently opened in Elite City Metro. My cousin has saw those in Kanbordee City. Anyhow, he is to head to Elite City late this afternoon to spectate the match tonight at 8. Now what's up? Richard, there is a funky digital clock at the front of the Elitozat next door. You should check it out. I am checking it out. Show me where it's at. Next time, walk, don't run, and always watch for traffic. You almost ram into the ELN24 news van, Game TV hatch and 24 Elitopian hours show vehicle, plus I had to catch up as you were quite a distance away. You also almost got hit by an RDK 3000 TriStar vehicle driven by Ryan M. Kryptor with Milos Z. Kryptor in front passenger. Also Mark Zaniels and Corey Xander's cars. I do apologize. Now look up. Wow. 0.22/999 and some metric minutes and millionths of a day.
That unit is called as secant and is 0.0864 second or 0.1 kino choi. 1,000 of those is a Kia secant, that is 1 dino choi, 86.4 seconds. 1 choi equal 10 Kia secants. 1 day is 1,000 Kia secants, also known as the Maya secant. 1 Via secant is 10 days. 1 de secant is an elite metric season, about 3.3 months, and a Naya secant is 1 elite metric year, about 2.7 years. The epoch is the launch of Sputnik 1 on October 4, 1957, start of the space age, just close to 63 years ago, factor to midnight universal time, 00.0 elite metric time, 100 tracks, and mil times asked 0 secants. It's the eve of the new Naya secant or elite metric year of Via secant or cycle 2300. Also please be advised that you always watch for traffic, as Ryan M. Kryptor had to slam on the brakes hard as the vehicle was in close proximation. Thankfully the pre-collision warning system kicked in and applied the brakes hard as it was like 5 centimeters close.
Also, I had to use the horn. Good thing you got lucky this time.
So the EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming eSports match Grand Finals is at the start of the new Naya secant?
Yepers, you got it. At 2000 hours tonight.
This must be it. I just noticed the digital clock mounted at the window ledge at the Elitozat. This I must pay attention, as within the past few minutes, Corey Xanders has seen the clock as he texted me the clock in subject as he was driving by, as he and I had to slam on the brakes hard as we saw Mickey Daniels and Richard Kanders even sounded the horn, and oh my god, 0.22/999 I believe that's the date part, and some Dino Choi, 599 and tenths of a Kino Choi for the time part. Maybe 1 million units per day on PAR with elite metric time on the clock part. Anyhow, nearing 40 choice to go until the new elite metric year of some system I have to check into. Anyhow, going back to my car, just to shut off ignition as it's in park and handbrake is on, also to grab my phone, backpack, shoulder bag with my gaming laptop, my lap pouch and my multi-radio tuned to RDK 3000 TriStar time speaking radio service as it is nearing Choi 60, also listening to the desc time gun cannon fire at the RDK tower plus desc chimes from Elite Tower. Also 1440 tracks time and 10:24 hours on Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020.
At the tone, 60.0 elite metric time, 1440 tracks time, 10:24 hours RDK, 10:24 AM EliteCity.
Also I must pay attention to the information signs on the window. This must be important information on the time system in subject. So the unit, a millionth of a day, is called a secant, of 0.0864 second, a Dina secant, air. Wait a minute, this do not use the EMTS prefixes but some odd metric prefixes I must note. Dia secant being a Kino Choi, CYA secant being 10 Kino Chois 24 deci on 64 mics, a Kia secant being 1 Dino Choi, 2 deci Newt 40 deci ons, 6 Mayas 40 mics, 1 minute 26.4 seconds, 1 Choi being 10 Kia secants, 10 Chois being 100 Kia secants, Maya secant being a day, Via secant being 10 days or about a third of a month, a Dia secant being an elite metric season, about 3.29 months. 1 Naya secant being an elite metric year or about 2.73 years. Epoch of this on the day of the launch of Sputnik 1, Friday, October 4th, 1957 factored to midnight universal time, Choi, Desi Nude, Maya, and Mark 0, EY0957, ED276 Sol 38 EW27 ZG4 EG6 CG3 Oscar Delta 4 Zat 6 3er, 349 813 EMD Elite, 874 513 Zenday. 4M 367K 480 Zenday, Kappa 30 SC, Theta 21st EDC, Modified Julian Day 36K 115 as Secant 0. You are correct, Mark Zaniels. Also the system also uses solar days as it counts as day 1 on the vernal equinox, as it's day 187 on solar year 62, solar year 0 being first vernal equinox of the space age, in 1958 or elite year 0958 in which was the date my uncle was born. Also lunations are counted the same way with initial lunation starting the new moon of the space age, as we are in lunation 777. Come inside as we'll discuss the system in detail, also give you a booklet and use the touch kiosks. This as we will keep dry from the rain as there's an sudden rain shower coming our way from the west and a blue rainfall advisory is now in effect as the rain alarm sounders does not go off for a blue rainfall advisory. Also we'll have an early lunch as the luncheon gets underway at 11 AM. Jarrod Raystar, I didn't knew of the rain advisory, good thing I have my rain gear at hand. Also I am getting hungry as I must have to get something to eat. Anyhow, you may need to take off your raincoats in the next several minutes, as the rain is going to stop just before 12:15 hours as I see clearing skies to the west, and Milos, you may need to get out your shades or visor as the sun is going to be bright.
I do have the visor at hand, as it's a dual-purpose visor, even can act as a night visor for seeing at night, to cut down on glare. Also the case when inside DG Square in the middle of eSports match or spectating fireworks for the new Naya Secant tonight at 2000 hours.
Alright.
Stop the vehicle, Savage. Bro, you cannot park in here. That is reserved for RDK 3000 TriStar vehicle parking. Move on to the visitor parking, the next entrance over, turn left. If you must head to DG Square or the Elitozat, use entrance to parking lot on Zen Street.
Whoops, that was my mistake, as I didn't know the entrance to this lot is for staff parking, as I am going to put it in reverse, back up and move on to the entrance to the lot to the east. Anyhow, Richards Hoy, I am here to have lunch with you as we are going to chat on various topics.
Yes, as it's getting close to lunch for me, as I'll head to the cafeteria.
Chubby. That really
Again,
scares me as that makes
Next
my
time,
fur
use
flying.
the courtesy horns,
Chubby 8
you
Kryptor.
dumbass.
Don't use the awooga horn indoors. You'll scare most fellows.
Yes, whoever playing the loud audio, cut it out please.
Even I, Zaniels Kryptor does not like it. If you sound it again, I will disable that horn from your macro car.
And reduce the power by half and disable split mode. Don't you dare do it again!
I do apologize on this. Crap. 1 strike toward me out of 3 strikes by Ryan M. Kryptor. This goes on my weekly record as I am no longer allowed to use my laptop for the remainder of the week. Anyhow, the reason for the horn, I need to know what with the 6 fellows who arrived to RDK 3000 Trista.
Let me, Zen, explain on this, Chubby. This is the KanBorMons, also known as KanBor6 or Kin6 from KanBorSplixKip in Kanbordee City, in which they earned a visit to EliteCity Metro just to spectate the Blood Red Gaming vs EliteCity Shock match since BRG made it to the Grand Finals along with the Shock. The other 3 fellows had to do some errands, but they hopefully will head here just in time to spectate tonight.
I knew it. I do learn of this in the past 48 hours.
This must be Splixcan, as I seem to know you once we chat online.
Oh my god. Splix RDK. Nice to meet you. How's things in EliteCity?
It was raining since 10:30 hours, but the rain has since stopped in the last 5 minutes. How things in Kanbordee City?
It was raining hard and quite windy, but it was moderate to light rain in EliteCity. The rain has just stopped in Kanbordee City, but no flooding. Thankfully.
I checked the weather station in Kanbordee City. Up to 40 millimeters of rain has fallen, 100 kilo nitros, and maximum wind gust reported, 80 kilometers per hour, 40 kilo nitros per choi. Local power outages in South and West Kanbor Metro, but the power has since restored in the last 20 minutes.
That wind was quite strong. Zaniels Kryptor.
Yes, but not as strong as with the winds you experienced when Tropical Storm Mudcup drenched Kanbordee City months ago. Wind gusts clocked 100 kilometers per hour, 60 kilo nitros per choi.
Oh yes, I remember. The Gunkip HQ hasn't lost power and thus had to start the generators. Power hasn't restored like 36 hours later, and the Gunbor stock index fell 30% as the result, and the events forced the Kanbordeean Prime Minister to resign. That resulted in a snap elections that get held. The stock index is still lower for Gun Year 15 due to this, but has made some modest gains as of last close. Some nifty digital clock over at the Elitozat, but what the hell is this? 0 to 999750 in some metric seconds with fraction.
I seem to be confused on the system. Now what with the siren? Is there an emergency?
Yes, the high-low siren. Maybe from a thunderbolt siren. What is going on?
That is a fire call siren for the EliteCity Fire Department. The firefighters has gotten a fire call, they need to rush to the fire station. They also do have pagers.
Kanbordee City also does have fire stations, but they do not use the sirens for an emergency call, as that scares most Pokemonians.
Also, that would have distract our sleep. What is the emergency call?
Fire alarm, at the Elitozat. I must rush there to determine the cause of the alarm since we are not far from the enter. Hello, Jarrod Raystar. I heard there's the fire alarm at the Elitozat. What is the preliminary cause? Zaniels Kryptor, it's a false alarm. Some idiot set off the alarm to mark 250 Kia Sekants, 25 choice to the new Nia Sekant. He also set off the police alarm and tornado alarm. The cops and the fire department are being notified by Renee Sanders over the false alarm. Police alarms are intended in case of lockdown in response to a establishment shooting, and a tornado alarm is intended in an event of a tornado when a tornado warning gets issued by Meteorological Service of Elitopia. We do monthly drills. False alarms of such instances is unlawful in Elitopia and in some cases can be upgraded to a felony, in which can result in significant time in jail up to 20 years plus up to a 50,000 LEO fine.
That equals to about 3.8 to 4 million KanBor coins.
False fire alarms are also not tolerated in Kanbordee City, Kanbor Metro and Kanbordee Republic. Minimum fines of 25,000 KanBor coins, about 330 Elias.
Kin6. Welcome to EliteCity. You must gone quite a travel along the Hyperloop from Kanbordee City. I am Jarrod Raystar, Lion of the Elitozat.
The errands took longer than expected, but it has been finished. Bans KanBorUniversal, any messages from our KanBor phones?
Yes, there's quite a bunch. Even I obtained the subjects from our printer. This from the Can6. No wonder they remotely use our printers, as we are just out of paper and toner is low as it's a laser jet color printer. This concerning the calendar to the upcoming month of Poplio Kan year 15 and remaining months of Kan year 15, also all of Kan year 16, but also embedded with the Elitopian months of Kapapa and remainder of Elite year 1020 and all of 1021. Also some Tempus Spatium Pandecimal Sekants time info and some 10-day week planners that they call as linears for the Pandecimal system, also the Integular Elitelander for the 15-month period and Ordinula Elitelander with Kanbordean dates for remainder of Kan year 15 and all of Kan year 16 also. KanBorMons sent me a link as I checked it out. Some Sekants clock as it's 0.22999 Sekants or days, epoch being the start space edge. Unit of secant per millionth of a day or 0.0864 second. New Nya secant or kiloversary at 0500 hours kbt on 23rd chest new Kan year 15 in the next 5 hours. Anyhow, we need to head to EliteCity.
Do you have the calendars and linears and the Tempus Spatium Sekants time Pandecimal system information?
Yes, I made it into the planner as I am good at binding things into a book and made copies. We'll hand it to you once we arrive there. Also I printed the information on the EMTS as we head to the Hyperloop at 0:30 kbt as we must go now.
What does the door lead to?
The door leads to the special entrance to DG Square, an eSports arena in EliteCity Metro, but it's restricted access for us personnel who work at RDK 3000 TriStar as its PIN, biometric, and keycard/key pass protected. Anyone who opens the door without authenticating first sounds the alarm, and thus our security gets dispatched and the security officers will bash ya hard.
They do even have their batons and tasers.
Tasers? What does it do?
They are like guns, but rather than shooting out bullets, it shoot out some metal electrodes and the fella can get stunned with thousands of volts of electricity, however low amp, thus it's ain't lethal, but it's just as the type similar to the electric fence. Now this over here is what used to be Studio X8, as this is going to be a new set for RDK 3000 TriStar today for the relaunch this evening.
Yes, Zenes Kryptor, as it's called Studio R3, now we do want to apologize as we were on break as we have to get back on the air.
You mean we're on television?
The television cameras will be on TV.
Yes, now Con6, you better be quiet until further word.
This means you have to shut up.
Alright.
Okay.
Welcome back to RDK 3000 TriStar today. This is an RDK 3000 TriStar market alert. We have breaking financial news to report from Xenopolis City, Xenopolia. The Xenodex has surged to an all-new record high. This is in the past 90 minutes. The Xenopolian Parliament has failed to override the veto as a two-third majority was needed as the MPs failed to achieve the threshold. This in a motion to join the Kalodicinian Union, so Xenopolia is to remain out of the Kalodicinian Union for the foreseeable future. This caused in the U-turn in Xenopolian stocks, in which was trading significantly lower.
We go lived our affiliate Xeno Money, part of Xeno Media, also from the trading floor on the Xenopolis City Stock Exchange in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia. Jarrod, what is the latest on the markets?
Yes, KanBorMons top. However, this shouldn't affect the ELYO to the KanBor coin exchange rate, as it's only concerning the news related to the Kalodicinian Union.
I checked my smartwatch. No reaction to the ELO to KBC exchange rate. Elitopian stocks also surging. Muted reaction to the KanBor stocks futures.
Good thing we are not on air at the moment. This as I check my RDK terminal, to monitor the markets with minutes to the closing bell at 1600 hours. RDK on the ECSX and Elitozat even are stock, listed on the ECSX, RDK.EC, trading at 960 LEOs 12 LEO cents per share, higher by 5 LEOs 50. Also to check on LEO to Xenopolian Zarko and Xenopolian stocks with close to 100 minutes to the closing bell on the Xenodax. Bogey?
Yes, Zen. Anyhow, KanBorMons, you must not be aware of the related news events. This as in the past day or two, Elitopian Parliament has overwhelmingly rejected motion to join the Kalodisinian Union this 2 weeks after one of the MPs, who made a visit to Rextopolia and 2 other countries in the Kalodisinian Union among several in the bloc. As you may note, Rextopolia has become the first and only country in Alpha Continent in the Kalodisinian Union.
Make that too, well, at least potential for it, as in the next day or two, Dinatopian government will announce plans concerning the country in relation to the Kalodisinian Union. Korhotopian Parliament has rejected both motions of the subject, one of it being a referendum that Rextopolians voted yes on that in the Rextopolian referendum to join the bloc.
Here we go. In 1, 2, 3, action!
Welcome back to RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Mike Z Kryptor and this is Christina A Kryptor along with Bogey M, Zenes and head leader Ryan M Kryptor plus the KanBorMons bringing to you live from the all new Studio R3. We are devoting this half hour with a preview of the relaunch of RDK 3000 TriStar today.
This as we kick off the Cap Lamu campaign here at RDK 3000 TriStar early, just ahead of KanBorSplix Kips Oct Nov Deck campaign.
Well, what are we waiting for? It's 3 p.m. Xenopolis City Shock eSports Gamers has departed already en route to Elite City. We better get on the pod to depart at 3:10. Make sure you have your passports and IDs at you.
Okay, Steve. As I and Andrew are packed up and ready to depart.
Me too.
To take us to the Hyperloop station just, hey gamers, the city bus is on our way. This to take us to the Hyperloop station just opened in the webcaster field, as we are going westbound to Elite City. Good thing we are taking day off matches as most others are competing in the webcaster eSports Premier Series.
That must be Webchesterfield Esports Club gamers and the popular Xenopolian gaming live streamers who'll spectate the match tonight.
Yes, anyhow KanBorMons Tom has told me that KanBorDee KanBorUniversal and Ben's KanBorUniversal to arrive here in the next few minutes. The Hyperloop pod is into the Elitopian exclusive economic zone at this point.
I seem to remember you, the KanBorMons from KanBorSplix Kip who participated in the live chat for the last live stream. I am Steve Ricksaw and this is Andrew.
Hello KanBorMons.
Hello. I am Spixgum.
I am Nima Kanber.
Web Chesterfield Esports Club. Hold on. I just saw and heard the KanBorMons. I will have to chat with them. Hey, game on. I am Richard Kanders, team captain of Blood Red Gaming. You must be super fans of us.
$0.22, $9.99, $9.50.
Yes, 50 Kaya Sekants to go to the new Naya Sekant, that is 5 choice or 72 minutes, 36 solar minutes, 6 Kanbordian hours. This to occur at 0500 hours KBT, 2500 KKT, 830 Sol, 20.8 KMT, 2000 hours local, Choi, Desinute, Mia and Mark 0, midnight UST.
Yes. However, that is the same amount of time left until the esports match start. Blood Red Gaming vs EliteCity Shock, as we have to head to DG Square now. We already purchased tickets ahead of time.
This as Dennis handed me the esports fan jersey for EliteCity Shock as I am going to put it on. Oh my, scratch that. Dennis, my RDK terminal just went off. We just got paged as we must report to work to Studio R3 in which used to be Studio X8.
Yes, Danielle. Mickey, I am terribly sorry as we have gotten paged as we got the esports match in subject on our DVR, also the news coverage on ELN24 and RDK 3000 TriStar television service, also Jinx 24. Danielle, let me get changed really quick as I am head to the washroom to get changed to the RDK uniform.
Alright, Dennis. That was fast.
Okay, head to Studio R3 fast. With a field of correspondents at DG Square, in downtown EliteCity and in Kanbordee City, for the BRG, ELS esports match.
Also we go have a live report from the Elitozat with the celebrations for the new Naya Sekant coming up at top of the hour.
This is the new Naya Sekant means a huge relaunch of RDK 3000 TriStar today as we look forward for the relaunch at 2000 hours RDK and EliteCity time. Choi Desinute Maya and Mark 0 on RDK 3000 TriStar television service. We hand off back to the fellows at VWG2N.
Oh my god! Wow! Thumbs up on the new set. That was Danielle D and Dennis T over at Studio R3 at RDK 3000 TriStar World Headquarters filling in for Mike C and Christina A.
Coming up next on VWG2N, we will report a virtual automotive drift competition event in Second Life, to take place at 6 p.m. Second Life time, 9 p.m. EliteCity tonight. Formula D2, 8 land racing physics style, the drivers to compete on Okuabuki Drift Track in 3rd season round 6. We are going to take a quick programming break, so stay with VWG2N. I am Robert James from Star 2000.
I am Mark J. Phelps from SRJ64.
And I am Elisa Kastenchen from CHQ Enterprises.
And Virtual World and Gaming Tonight will be right back. Welcome back to ELN24 tonight. I am Ringo Silvestar bringing to you live from the Elitozat. We hand off to Raymond Blake from DG Square for pre-match coverage redux in several moments. However, concerning what's happening this moment at the Elitozat, this is the countdown is underway to the new Nia Sekant or Elite Metric Year of Nia Sekant 23, via Sekant 2300, Maya Sekant 23,000 slated to occur at the top of the hour, at the same time ELS and BRG to compete next door. There are also outdoor celebrations of this in Elite City Metro as the New Year balls to raise imminently, Rex, Deci, STD and Trax, also the NYE balls to raise in Kanbordee City mastered by Kate S. Kryptor from RDK Kanbo unit via system. No celebrations of this in Xenopolian City, Silver City Korhatopia, Rikatopi, and Xenopoli's even Web Chesterfield. As here in the Elitozat, it's a space age themed countdown with the new monitors, even a new digital clock, this to resemble a scene inside a spaceship. For those who say, what the bull is this? Let me explain the subject as it's part of Tempus Spatium Pandecimal System Sekants time. This gets invented by Dorian Axer from Sweden in Europe. Here's the pandecimal philosophy. Premise 1. Replace all non-decimal time units with a single decimal time unit, this unit being a decimal fraction of the mean solar day, the multiples of which would be expressed in metric prefixes, with the 1 million prefixed units being equal to 1 solar day. Date and time would be a single unit in decimal integers. Premise 2. Replace the current era epoch with a secular, non-arbitrary epoch, the space age, which began October 4th, 1957, that is the Sputnik 1. Look up Wikipedia for info on the spacecraft. Premise 3. Replace the current time zones with a single global time, GT, the zero time of which being equal to UTC, with global operating times coordinated using geozone indicators, 0 to 9. Premise 4. Ordinal days of the year would be notated as solar days 001 to 365 on a linear, integer calendar, that is unlike the integular Elitlander with solar day 001 always being the vernal equinox or zodiac new year, compared to elite days with day 0 being the new elite year. Solar years, unlike elite years, would also be notated, solar year 44 starting vernal equinox of 2002 or elite year 1002 from March 20th, 2002 to March 19th, 2003. New moons would also be notated by the same method. New moon 555 occurred on 16,379 days since the epoch. Premise 5. Replace the current SI metric system with a new metric system of units based on the unit of time, including an expanded and more consistent prefix set. Premise 6. Provide human civilization with a metric system applicable to future off-world colonies. At the moment, the three base units of time, length, and mass have no direct correlation to one another. Dorian proposes a complete metric revision, with new units of time, length, and mass. Time base, 1/millionth of a solar day, 0.0864 second. Length base, mean acceleration due to gravity, 1 gram equals 9.80665 meters per second squared. Mass base, mean density of atmospheric air, 1.2929245 kilograms per cubic meter. The base length unit is the additive distance during 0.0864 second at 1 gram, which equals 0.8472946 meter and produces a convenient ratio for 1 gram, 1 metra per secant squared rather than 9.80665 meters per second squared. The base mass unit is the mass of 0.608279603 cubic meter volume of atmospheric air, 0.7864596556 kilogram. 1 cubic length unit, CLU being 608.27 liters and 1,000th of it equal to 608.27 milliliters or 41.28 millimeters, more than an imperial pint, 566.991 milliliters, 100ths of a CLU about 1 1/3 imperial gallon. The new metric units of time, length, and mass as follows. Time, secant, 0.0864 second, 0.1 kino choi, 0.24 deci nude, symbol uppercase S. Length, metra, 0.8472946 meter, symbol uppercase M. Mass, grav, 0.7864596556 kilograms, symbol uppercase G. Official definitions. Secant, the duration equal to 794,243,400 cycles of the radiation corresponding to the transition between two hyperfine levels of the ground state of the cesium-133 atom. Metra, 1 to 30,570,323 of the distance traveled by light in a vacuum during a period of 1 secant. Grav, 8.63351216161058 to the power of 29 electron masses. 1 electron mass equals 9.1093826116 to the power of negative 31 kilogram. Notice that multiple symbols are in uppercase, and end with yat, pronounced, EIA, sub-multiple symbols in lowercase and end in yo, pronounced, EIO, with full prefix support for exponents 1 to 9. This consists of tens to billions and tenths to billionths with letters DCKHEMGN, with those every thousand from trillions to power of 33, TUPRXYZ and O with the final three multiples of millions powers of 39, 45 and 51, AC, and the. This produces the following in common. Diasecond being 1 Kino Choi 0.864 second. Kiasecond being 86.4 second. Hyasecond being 1 Choi, 14 minutes 24 second, 24 decinutes. Iasecond being 10 Chois, 240 decinutes, 2 hours 24 minutes. Myasecond being a day. Viasecond being a metric week. Hyasecond being an elite metric season, aprox 3.3 months. Nyasecond being an elite metric year approximate 2.73 years. Other units being 1 turn being 360 degrees, flux being 1 amp, estes meaning from latitude being 1 tempo on the EMTS temperature unit, 0.1 degree Celsius, sol being 1 to 106 mean solar intensity, 2.037 to power of 21 candela, body being 0.7864596556 moles. Integer calendar of 10 via sequence, 100 days, with 1 VS, 10 days, per page x 10 pages. And which would be called a linear rather than calendar, which refers to months. Each linear page would be numbered by VS, via secant. Maya sequence, days, are named for their respective integer, 0s day, 1s day, 2s day, 3s day, 4s day, 5s day, 6s day, 7s day, 8s day, and 9s day. The epoch for TSD is the launch date of Sputnik I Friday, October 4th, 1957 adjusted to midnight universal time with dates prior to that follow a virtual epoch in which resets to 0 on the epoch date, just like an odometer on your car. Ordinal days of the year are notated below integer days, in small type, as solar days. Solar leap years are 2 years prior to civil leap years. New years occur on March 20th, March 21st on leap years. It's solar day 187 but will be solar day 188. We are in solar year 62. Solar years are counted from March 20th, 1958 solar year 0, the first vernal equinox of the space age. March 20th, 2004 was the first day, day 1, of solar year 46. Global time, common time, is one of the most important aspects of TSD. Rather than time zones, there would be a single time throughout the world. The Earth's coordinates would be divided into 10 geozones 0 to 9 each corresponding to 1 diotern, 10 zones on EMTs. Of longitude with the prime meridian at the center of geozone 0, the Earth's coordinates would be revised into myoturns, microturns, a circumference being 1 turn divided into 1 million parts, 100 zones EMTs, each myoturn being 40 meters at the equator, and at all meridians. The current global coordinates use degrees longitude 0 to 180 degrees westward and eastward and degrees latitude 0 to 90 northward and southward. The new coordinates would abandon north, south, east, and west references. Longitude, 0, 999,999 myoturns, with 0 being the prime meridian advancing westward, in the direction opposite that of world rotation. Latitude, 0 to 500,000 myoturns, with 0 being the North Pole, 500,000 being the South Pole. TSD has a unique method of measuring time before its epoch in anti-spatium dates, ISD, which is also in positive time. Epoch of it is June 21st year 271,826 BC. In the prehistoric times at midnight universal time is ASD 0. ASD 99,900 and 99,900 and 99,900 and 99,999 on October 3rd, 1957, 23:59 universal time and 59 seconds in a secant or second later as TSD 0. ASD spans the 270,000-year existence of our species Homo sapiens sapiens. Recorded human history begins approximately ASD 97,822,730 million, 97,822,730 MSASD or 4004 BCE. Earliest recorded date 97,824,279 MSASD on 4000 BC. 98,189,532 MSASD on 3000 BC. 98,554,784 MSASD on 2000 BC. 98,920,037 MSASD on 1000 BC. 99 million MSASD on 781 BC. 99,285,289 MSASD on year 180. 99,650,176 MSASD on New Year's 1080. Elite year 0, 0000 elite metric date elite. 000000 MSTSD on New Year's 1957 or elite year 0957. 015,429 MSTSD on at the turn of the millennium year 2000, elite year 1000, 000 elite medic date millennial. 020,000 MSTSD in 2012 elite year 1012, KanBorDee year 7 on September 6th, Etna 6 ESC, Zeta 6 EDC, 4571 EMD 369 813 EMD, Elite Day 188, 2718, 583, Delta Tau 5 Zat 83er, Zickle 65 Day 21, Emolga CHES Not 7, Gone Year 7. Start of this year, Elite Year 1020, 2020, Gone Year 15 is 022 733 ms, January 1st, 1903, 99 980,000 ms ASD, was the nearest date at which the new Naya Zekont and Civil New Year fall on the same day. The TS system is also proposed for use on future off-world colonies. Since several modern calendar systems use lunar cycles, the TSD linear includes ordinal new moons in its notation, alongside ordinal solar days and civil dates, for easy conversion. New Moon 1 occurred on MS 000019, October 23, 1957. New Moon 576 occurred on MS 016999, April 19, 2004, as its lunation number 777, the Lucky Sevens. Before we head next door to the Elitozat with Raymond Blake for the ELG vs BRG pre-match redux, an important programming alert for those on CHQ TV, SRJ TV, and Star 2000 TV, also on RDK 3000 TriStar television service. The hosts for Virtual World and Gaming tonight on CHQ, SRJ and Star, Melissa Katzenstein, Robert James, and Mark J. Phelps with his sister Tracy is en route to DG Square to cover the match with Raymond Blake and his crew on Game TV. This is the fellows at RDK 3000 TriStar Asylum cast RDK 3000 TriStar today in the special 2-hour edition. This is VWG2 and gets to end prematurely as the show will air at the usual time tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. EliteCity just after the evening news as we await the relaunch of RDK 3000 TriStar today with the new overlays, new theme music, even a new studio as it'll be epic as with Blood Red Gaming and EliteCity Shock eSports match, as we now join Raymond Blake over at DG Square. Happy New Naya Sekant, Raymond Blake. It sure is electric as with the new set for RDK TSRT, the Elitozat even at DG Square too. And happy New Naya Sekant to you Ringo. Party safely. Anyhow, on an unrelated note, there are some esports gamers from BRG and ELS who also heard of this but will not celebrate as they get serious on the match as they prioritize on the competition rather than celebration, but several in the VIP spectator area will do a mini NYE party for the new Naya Sekant but main. Attention here at DG Square is the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020 Elite Year 1020 Grand Finals EliteCity Shock vs Blood Red Gaming. This is the match start is at the new Naya Sekant. That is straight at 8 p.m. EliteCity, Choi, Desi Maya and Mark 0 and 5 a.m. KBT as there are numerous viewing parties that get held in KanBorDee, mainly fans of Blood Red Gaming due to the team captain who is an Elitopian immigrant from Kanbordee who was born in KanBorDee in which currently resides in EliteCity Metro. Just as it gets dramatic toward the countdown to match start. This in cue with the dramatic music that gets started playing here at DG Square, maybe from Zen's Kryptor's device. This may be clue to a new theme for RDK 3000 TriStar today, as he told me it's a relaunch. Yes Raymond, it's the relaunch of RDK 3000 TriStar today as I am sharing the music with Rex X Kryptor.
The music, it sure is powerful as with the Can 6.
He's right. The music makes us more ramped up.
This is crucial for us to chant on BRG.
Since we provided a detailed profile check on Blood Red Gaming and EliteCity Shock earlier in the show and on 24 Elitopian Hours special last hour, let's summarize in brief in 1 or 2 sentences, starting with EliteCity Shock. They sure are tough, energetic, and smart. They can outsmart most other teams. They are number 1 seed. Players to watch for, number 88 Mickey Daniels. This sure gets a pick from Team K Gaming and JXEG who are spectating as they are rooting for him. Over to the Blood Red Gaming side, they are also tough, energetic, and smart. They can outsmart most other teams as well. They are number 3 seed. Players to watch for, number 86 Richard Kanders, an Elitopian immigrant from Kanbordee, who used to serve for KanBorDee Shock in which his cousin who serves for KanBorDee Shock is spectating and rooting for Richard. As well as the Kin 6 and a few fellows from KanBorSplixKip and RDK 3000 TriStar KanBorDee Unit Division. Based on records, this can be a very heated esports match going toward Map 7 and a very heated decisive Map 7 itself. There are lots of fans of Blood Red Gaming in KanBorDee as it's close to 5 a.m. KBT on Chestnut 23rd, Kin Year 15. Fellows waking up very early in the morning or staying up all night to spectate the pre-dawn match and viewing parties across KanBorDee and across KanBorDee Republic and KanBor Metro. Match coverage in KanBorDee on Game TV International KanBorDee and KanBorNet 3. Those to spectate in the VIP area including, wow we have a bunch, Team K Gaming, Jinx Esports Gaming, Recur Defiant, DG Elite, XA, G64, Dynamite City Ultra, just to name a few as we have the entire roster of all esports teams in the ELG Game Jam League. Also Xenopolian City Shock who won the Xenopolian Summer Esports Tournament a few days ago. Also Web Chesterfield Esports Club, KanBorDee Kryptor, Unovavian Kryptor, Ben's KanBorUniversal, and the entire Kin6 who will root for Blood Red Gaming, along with a few from RDK 3000 TriStar, OGM Kryptor and Zaniels Kryptor from Main Bureau. And Rex X Kryptor plus Corey E Kryptor for its KanBorDee EIN Bureau in which made its visit to EliteCity. Most other RDK 3000 TriStar personnel has since left to cover the new Naya Sekant event outside the establishment also within RDK 3000 TriStar establishment. Also Dennis D. Kryptor and Danielle D. Kryptor who wish to spectate for EliteCity Shock especially their younger brother Mickey Daniels has also unexpectedly left. This as they are now at the all-new Studio R3 in which used to be Studio X8 for the relaunch of RDK 3000 TriStar today. They will have a few words.
Yes, Raymond Blake. This as we debut the all-new Studio R3 in which is in place at the exact spot where Studio X8 used to be, as the renovations took a good chunk of the day. This as we relaunch RDK 3000 TriStar today with new music and new intro.
With the two events on top at the top of the hour, new Naya Sekant vs 2300, and as you mentioned, Blood Red Gaming and EliteCity Shock in the Grand Finals. Anyhow Mike Z. Kryptor and Christina A. Kryptor is on assignment at DG Square and will join them halfway through the first hour of the show, and with the VWG2N hosts at DG Square, CHQ Mel K, SRJ Mark JP and Star 2K Robert J. The relaunch will also be Silumcast on a special basis at CHQ, SRJ and Star as we are geared up and locked and loaded for the relaunch at RDK 3000 TriStar today.
However before we sign on, for you ELN24 viewers, we hand off back to Raymond Blake then ring the silver star in a minute while for the viewers on CHQ, SRJ and Star.
Plus RDK 3000 TriStar television service. RDK 3000 TriStar today begins right now. This is RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Dennis D. Kryptor and this is Danielle D. Kryptor bringing to you from Studio R3 at the main HQ in EliteCity. Headlines right now. We are less than 2 Kia Sekants left to the new Naya Sekant or Elite metric year of 0.23,000 Maya Sekants. Via Sekant 2300, less than 3 minutes, 5 deci nudes, 2 Dino choice. The countdown in a moment.
That is also the same time period as with another event to take place, EliteCity Shock taking on Blood Red Gaming in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020 Elite Year 1020 Grand Finals at DG Square.
Elitopian Parliament slams down motion to join the Colodsinian Union. Xenopolian Parliament fails to override the veto as votes come up short of 2/3 majority on same motion. Korhotopian Parliament slams down both motions on same subject. One for a referendum. Dinotopian government to make announcement. Midweek.
Ultimopian President Ricardo James has been assassinated overnight last night by a right-wing protester. Celebrations in the streets as a result. Snap elections has been called for Halloween. Others angered and saddened of the news. The top story, we are down to the final 1,000 seconds or Kai seconds as the ball drop makes it descend in EliteCity Metro while the line and linus of the Elitozat countdown to the new Naya Sekant in a special themed space age countdown. This with fireworks and New Year music to sound off, also the ceremonial siren sound off at the end of the countdown. Not only the fireworks, celebratory sirens and New Year music to sound off in EliteCity Metro, there will also be the same or similar thing over in Kanbordee City. However Xenopolian City, Xenopolian, Silver Sleek Porjotopia, Rexitopia, Rexitopolia, Web Chesterfield, Web Chester and Xenopolis. Xeno there are no fireworks and celebrations of this but will sound off church bells, time guns, and or a ceremonial siren blast for this.
This is the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Siege 2020 EY 1020 Grand Finals as number 1 and 2 seeds EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming gets ready to compete in an esports match. First to 4th, Counter Blitz Striker with Kin6 getting ready to spectate. This is likely to be a heated esports match tonight. This is its showtime for EliteCity Shock and Blood Red Gaming. Here we go.
Now this while I count down to the new 9 seconds in seconds divided by 10, also known as Xenopolian. From 150 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 9 seconds Elite metric year by second 2300, my second 023,000.
The fireworks has went off in Elite City Metro and also in Kanbordee City as we show you the live Skycam in Kanbordee City in which it's 0500 hours KBT on Chestnut 23rd Can Year 15, and switching to the live feed from our Kanbordee EIN affiliate KanBorNet 1. Special overlays get shown concerning the new Naya Sekant, while over at the Elitozat, Jarrod Raystar and Renee Sanders just finished the countdown to the new Naya Sekant in a special space-age themed countdown including some new monitors and a new digital clock, with 3 video monitors showing 3 different feeds with a motorized background changer that changed the scene via switch, showing now the space background.
Onward to another subject. Esports match is underway right now at DG Square for the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Summer Gamma Chessman Siege 2020 Elite Year 1020 Can Year 15 Deca Alpha 715 AP 179 Grand Finals as Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming compete for the championships, as it's first to 4, best of 7, counter Blitz Striker, with the Can 6 and the few fellows from KanBorSplix Kip who arrived to Elite City just midday today Elite City and RDK time, 2100 hours KBT. We are joined with Kryptor over at the Elitozat, but we are joined with Raymond Blake from our affiliate ELN24 Game TV since Kryptor is still configuring the headset for communication and Kryptor had to go to the washroom to comb his hair. Raymond Blake, what's it like in the first moment or two of the match?
Yes, gamers for TKG and JXEG plus most others has celebrated the new Naya Sekant so hard, it really frizzes up Kryptor's hair as he had to unexpectedly go to the washroom to comb his hair. Now this is sure a fury as the gamers at Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming sure. Oh my god. 5-player kill streak by Elite City Shock, team kill streak by Blood Red Gaming.
Mic check. Testing.
Oh my.
Testing. Okay,
god.
good.
Blood Red Gaming.
Raymond, I have to
Elite
take
City
over.
Shock.
Apologies, I had to go to the washroom to fix up my hairdo as quickly and swiftly as possible thanks to some fellows at the VIP spectator area who celebrated the new Naya Sekant ruined my hairdo. Now as he said, this sure is the fiercest at start. This as ELS and BRG sure fight on it hard. This is round number 1 and consists of 24-minute rounds and 6-minute breaks after round 1, then after round 3 onward with a halftime show to be hosted by KK Xanders and Brittany Zoe after round 2. I am now joined with Kryptor since his communication device is a go.
Sorry, I had to tweak the microphone volume and speaker volume, also the frequency and ensure the radio channel is correct since the new device batteries were recently inserted and was just charged. Now, as it stands, the KanBorMons in which KanBorDee Capion in which he prefers to be called, not Kan6 nor KanBor6 and not KanBorDee Kuiper, the KanBorMons especially me more Kandor and Splixkin and KanBorMarshtomp sure are chanting on Blood Red Gaming hard.
Anyhow, I'm listening to what Raymond Blake has said. Let me say this in comparison in automotive terms, since there's a D2 Formula Drift event taking place in Second Life at 1800 hours SLT. 2100 RDK, it sure can be some intense tandem drifts, or a drag race with a nearly close finish with just a millisecond in advancement of the opponent.
Or a heated oval or circuit race, especially in the final lap of the race.
Yes, especially the races last weekend at Zen Speedway.
Well, Blood Red Gaming tied it up at 1 apiece. What you think who'll take it? I am rooting for the Shock. Same goes for my twin brother.
Elite City Shock?
Yes.
I will have to talk to my friend in the Elite City car community Savage Zoe to have to say before I make my pick. Savage, my younger brothers who are gamers and spectates esports are rooting for Elite City Shock. What is your pick?
Blood Red Gaming.
And why did you make that pick?
Because of multiple things. I like color red. Brittany's Hoy's cousin is a coach for Blood Red Gaming. Richard's Hoy, who works at RDK 3000 TriStar. He made his pick via coin toss. My dad, who works at a mechanic to tune my car. He made the selection in a bizarre way, in a drag race with my cousins at Zen Speedway in a best of 7. Final tally BRG 4, ELS 3.
No wonder the fireworks going off for an hour now, and it'll to end at 100 Kia Secant, 10.0 EMT, 0240 tracks time, 22:24 hours Elite City. The fireworks, I hope it ends at 10:24 PM, otherwise I head to park next to the DELCA establishment to rev the engine hard in revenge. Also blast rock music, AC/DC Hell's Bells. 18, 7, 6, 13, 12, 10, 9, 3, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on!
Solar seconds, 24, 8 solar seconds, 7, 18, 3 solar seconds, 5, 13, 12, 2 solar seconds, 3, 7, 6, 2 solar seconds, 2, 1, game on! Solar seconds, 24, 8 solar seconds, 7, 18, 3 solar seconds, 5, 13, 12, 2 solar seconds, 3, 7, 6, 2 solar seconds, 2, 1, game on! Solar seconds, 24, 8 solar seconds, 7, 18, 3 solar seconds, 5, 13, 12, 2 solar seconds, 3, 7, 6, 2 solar seconds, 2, 1, game on! Solar seconds, 24, 8 solar seconds, 7, 18, 3 solar seconds, 5, 13, 12, 2 solar seconds, 3, 7, 6, 2 solar seconds, 2, 1, game on!
On the happy new month of Poplio Cam year 15, hold on, RDK KanBorMons has just went off. This is an emergency. Stay on the line. Please hold. System, open line 2, place call RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters EliteCity request head leader Ryan M. Kryptor. Place into two-way call, dial RexX Kryptor cell. Launch FaceTime video call with Kanbordee KanBorMons, Memu Kanber and Spox Cam. Is this Ryan M. Kryptor and RexX Kryptor on the line?
Good timing.
Kate, it is regarding the BRG that is EOS. I'm already aware of the results. Repeat, I'm already aware of the results. BRG 133.
Yes, as he said, Blood Red Gaming has since won.
Yes, Princess Kryptor.
Anyhow, Kate S. Kryptor, you do not need to call the KanBorMons cell phones, especially into a video call on Kanbor FaceTime, also KanBorDee on cell phones. That is quite unnecessary. They are also aware of this, as they are fine as same as I and Corey E. Kryptor. There is no need to call them on Kanbor FaceTime. We are departing back to Kanbordee City in 1 hour. However, Ryan M. Kryptor, I and Corey are heading back to the main HQ to chat with you, then pack up.
Okay, see you in a few.
Okay, canceling FaceTime video call.
Congratulations on your team's win, Richard Kanders. I am proud of you.
And congrats Richard on being MVP.
Yes, congrats on your win. The Ken6 are proud of your win.
Why, thank you.
Hello. I am Kryptor, Divisional Leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division. Anyhow, I have also seen the coverage of Blood Red Gaming and EliteCity Shock match on September 22nd, 2020, and I am amazed at the performance as Rex blocks Sizion, Bloxer, and I watched the match as it happened at the Entertainment Center at the RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Center headquarters. I'm amazed on how Blood Red Gaming makes its moves to win, as I personally give salute to them. Now concerning what's new at RDK 3000 TriStar World as we head to October 2020, well, is this new RDK Mobile? It is the 2021 Silver Sprint. The hybrid system carries over from the Zapox RDK Mobile as my Toyota Supra aka Toki, in which he's Victor Raystar in the animation. He said that Avanta is dead, and told me to ditch the Avanta-based vehicle, so the Zapox RDK Mobile has since been discontinued indefinitely. The new Silver Sprint is a buggy type, similar to the former RDK Mobile, the Z-Rex, or Z-Rex, depending on how you say it in your region. The vehicle have its magic as the rooftop can be put up or down. Also the windshield can be put up or down, just like this. I am going to go inside the vehicle. Also the racing harness can be equipped or unequipped, just like this. Now, I am going to start the car and drive to the other side of the subject just along the road as we cut in between scenes. The New Year balls has been moved to the ground, and now consist of the 2 extra ones to match the one by my multi-metaverse friend RDK TSR Gmod from RDK 3000 TriStar Gmod unit, as he used it once for the Happy New Month event on the Kanbordee ELY calendar earlier in the year. Now I am enjoying the new Jinx Time Excite 1 grandfather clock, as sits at the executive office at 3rd floor west at RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division Center headquarters. Hold on while I get my phone. Answer call. Hello. Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division. Current time is 18:24 RDK.
Hello. I am Jarrod Raystar over at the Elitozat in EliteCity, Federal District, Elitopia.
How did you reach the RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division Center headquarters from EliteCity? You should note this is an overseas call.
Mike Z. Kryptor, host of RDK 3000 TriStar today, who will report on the story later on tonight. He told me of the number for your establishment. Anyhow, the Lion of the Elitozat would like to invite you to the Battle of the Elite Zeno, in which Blood Red Gaming to take on Xenopolian City Shock over at DG Square Esports Gaming Center in EliteCity Metro, on Saturday, October 10th, 2020 at 3 p.m. EliteCity and RDK 3000 TriStar clock time. Just a couple hours after the Overwatch League Grand Finals, in which we will host a viewing party over at the Elitozat, also at DG Square next door, in which the event kicks off tomorrow, the 8th. For a 3-day event.
I am going to check the schedule online and program the DVR, and put the match in subject read the tournament on my agenda, as I am gonna head there on the 10th at 1500 hours. Now, I am considering to customize my RDK Mobile, including things from Fortune car parts and tuning, in which I recently joined the Roblox group. This after a friend of mine on Roblox mentioned me of the interior script pack, that is FE compatible. For those who say what on FE, is filtering enabled, a Roblox feature that is present on many Roblox games including Adopt Me, Pinewood Computer Core, and here in RDK 3000 TriStar World and RDK Speedway. This is intended to deter exploits and unwanteds in Roblox, as effects on the client end does not go toward the server unless it uses some remote server invoking. The model is free, and link to subject is in video description, as I must equip it on my RDK Mobile along with other stuff from Fortune car parts and tuning, including gear indicator, mud flaps, cup holder and such, before I depart to EliteCity on the 10th. Now I must gonna check with Rex blocks Sizion and Bloxer to see what they are doing. Hope the system is set to silent or chime and not alarm. It's set to chime. However, he sets it to alarm once he is not home or when he's sleeping.
Okay gamers. 3, 2, 1. Game on. Oh hello Zenzi Kryptor. I want to tell you this, a gamer friend told me. This concerns the Overwatch League Grand Finals series, this to take place tomorrow to the 10th. Winner of the qualifier matches take on the winner's bracket. The losers of the qualifier matches take on the loser's bracket. Winners of both brackets compete for the championship on the 10th. The matches take place in the AM hours aka early to mid-morning hours as early as pre-dawn. Seoul Dynasty takes on San Francisco Shock at 0700 hours. Philadelphia Fusion takes on Shanghai Dragons at 0900 hours. Winners and losers of both matches takes on separate matches on Friday the 9th. First match being 0500 hours, second being 0700 hours, third at 0900 hours. The championships on Saturday the 10th at 0900 hours. Then you mentioned me of the event later on the 10th at 1500 hours.
Yes, Xenoshock vs BRG, DGS-ELC-ELP.
The winners of both the Xenopolian and Elitopian eSports tournament last month.
Yes.
Yes, as I am ordering tickets for the event on the 10th. We depart at 0600 hours on the 10th. Hey Zenzi Kryptor, please watch where you sit.
Whoops, I do apologize, that is an accidental sit.
Anyhow, we would like to thank you for watching this video presentation. Do not hesitate to fave, like, share. If you have any thoughts on the video contents, please comment in the video description box. Do not forget to sub to the RDK 3000 TriStar YouTube channel and click on the bell if you haven't done so. Any negative remarks, drama, or spam is not welcome. If we find you doing that in the video comments or elsewhere, we remove it or flag in provider. If you continue, you will pay the price. Video requests, head to video comments or mention/message RDKTSR on Twitter. The animation is a work of fiction. Media belongs to respective owners, no infringement is intended. If you need to get a hold of us, please see credits or our website. Additional credits in video description when warranted. Except for use in review and credits given, any utilization and distribution of work by RDK 3000 TriStar is prohibited. This video is CR 2020 Elite Year 1020 Elite Metric Season 75 Millennial, Elite Metric Year 372.8 Elite, Zickle 108, Gone Year 15, Deca Alf 715, AP 179, RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar. All rights reserved. KanBor media used in this video presentation provided by KanBor Splixkip Production KanBorDee Mudcup Splix on Yoshi and Gumball 784 Sonoro Cyan and Nuana 784 CRKP 15 Deca Alf 715 AP 179 2020 EY 1020. This preceding video is a presentation of RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions and RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions presentation.